music.
Well, good morning everybody watching on live stream. It is fantastic to be here in Aberdeen once again for the Scottish National Age Groups. This is our 5th day here. It's been a fantastic week so far of racing, and this morning's session once again we'll see 15 through to 17-18 age group, and just shortly we'll see what the events are. You'll see these on the screen now. First of all, we have the 200 metre IM, and you can see these working right the way through to the relay at the end. I'm joined here by Robert Taylor, and I'm Stuart Stevenson, and we're going to be delighted to bring you all the action this morning.
Yes, good morning. Looking forward to a really exciting morning of heats. We had a really excellent session last night, some excellent finals. Nice to see swimmers from south of the border coming up, and we had a couple of Morpeth 1-2 in the 50 backstroke, Southern Tarlantine and Holly Gillies 1-2 for Morpeth. A lot of swimmers from Morpeth up here, so good to see them there, and a lot of the English-based clubs. Nice to see them up here at Nationals. Very tight finishes we had last night. Finlay Davis from Midlothian snatching the 400 IM right to death. That was a cracking swim. And Brodie Gordon Gibson again winning. He's up against Stefan Kravitz and others. Looking forward to seeing Charlotte Hardy later on in the breaststroke. That's some of the swimmers to look out for, but we'll mention as many as we can throughout the morning. We kick off, as Stuart says, with 200 individual medley. It's 10 heats. This is heat number 1. In lane 0 we have Jude Mowbray, City Glasgow. 1 Johnny Martin, Perth City. 2 Daniel Hay, Swim West Lothian. 3 is Lachlan Bremner from the Highland Swim Team. 4 is Luke McCall, Wander Bass Club. 5 Finlay Cunningham, Red 96. 6 James Geddes, Aberdeen Dolphins. 7 Rory Duncan, South Ayrshire. 8 is Craig Shaw, South Lanarkshire. And 9 Nicodim Trujna from Heart of Midlothian. So just bear with us a wee moment. We don't start until virtually bang on 9 o'clock. The swimmers are poolside, but for the event we need the timings for the call room to be spot on. We don't want to be too much ahead, because if we are and swimmers come to the call room supposedly late, they would potentially maybe miss swims, and there could be a protest if the timings are not very much aligned to how the running order is. So that's why we'll just hang on for maybe another 30 seconds until we hit 9 o'clock. A good like morning to look forward to, Stuart.
Absolutely. Just looking through the lineup with 200 IM there, and we start off with all 15-year-olds, and we move our way through to some of the seeded heats towards the end, and we've got some really close contests, I would think, in the final 3 heats in these middle lanes.
Top 10 in each of the age groups, 15, 16 and 17, 18 all qualify or progress to the finals this evening. So off we go, Stuart.
Yeah, and it's very close in entry here. The quickest 2:30.10, and that goes through to 2:34, but we'll get 3 swimmers in 2:30, a couple in 2:31, and some of these boys here will have entered on a short course conversion time. Some will have got it long course, so you don't always see exactly what you can see in paper in the results that come through at the end. A cracking start there over coast side, I should say. Lane 2, Daniel Hay, good start, 31.25 for his butterfly on his backstroke. Also at the moment looking very smooth in that stroke. Second turn in there was Johnny Martin. Johnny Martin has been on the podium already. Third turn in there was Finlay Cunningham, but things can just chop and change throughout all the strokes, as you know, Robert, with each discipline.
Indeed. In these earlier heats, Stuart, it's a question for most of these lads to try and get as close to their entry times as they can. Try and put all the bits together, and if they can come out with a PB, that's probably the aim. If they can do that, it's a nice bonus. Probably most of these swimmers won't be in finals this evening, unless they take quite a chunky time off their entry time. And Daniel Hayes going pretty well, Stuart, with the breaststroke section.
Yeah, absolutely. He's looking very good at the moment. Nice loading swimmer. So 2:31.30 is his entry. Quite often the breaststroke starts to even out the field again. He's not giving up too much ground here, but coming through in lane 1 next to him, Johnny Martin, he's just drawn up a wee bit here, and he's just about catching Daniel now in the final turn. So it should be interesting in the freestyle stretch here. Daniel Hay, Johnny Martin, Luke McCall are the 1, 2, 3, and there's only about a second separating the top 3.
Probably in around the 2:30 territory, so very much on their entry times for most of these swimmers, but certainly Daniel's having a good sprint down the bottom section, Stuart.
Yeah, he's looking good. Just watch out for lane 3 here. Lachlan Bremner, he's coming right to the fore, and I think he might actually take this one. He's got something left with the end. Yep. And he's taking it. Lachlan Bremner, 2:29.04 for Lachlan. Over a second and a half. Quicker than entry, so good PP. Assuming that is a personal best on entry.
Nice. First two home, improving on their entry times, as does Johnny Martin in 4th. So both lads under the 2:30. Heat 2, Logan Jackson, University of Aberdeen Performance. 1, Inniscow, Geary. 2, Tyler Stewart, South Lanarkshire. 3, Nathan Wilson, Carnegie. 4, Logan Scally, University of Aberdeen Performance. 5, Ishmael Shalaby, Warner Baths. 6 is Fraser McLaughlin, Elgin. 7, from Hearts, Jared Podolski. 8, Sam Ross from Warner Baths. Teammate Fabio Farini in lane 9. Now, Tyler Stewart, I think we recall yesterday in the 400 IM, managed to give us a second race in a swim-off.
That's right, yeah, absolutely. And as you said, yes, it's very unusual to get a swim-off in a 400 IM. Have you ever seen it before?
Never seen it before, no. I've seen it now.
Yeah, I've seen it now. That's another one to add to the list. Good start there, Fraser McLaughlin.
In fact, both the boys last night actually swam faster than the heats. And if they'd done that, they'd have both been in the final. But
yep.
One of these things.
It does happen a lot, doesn't it? I think when the heat is on and the heat is on and the pressure and the crowd cheering and you're really exposed in a swim off, you just somehow dig deep and pull out a better time. Well, look at this lane 5 here now. Ishmael Shalaby, he's come almost through to the lead, not quite. Logan Jackson 0 on the near side, had a very good backstroke. So all to swim for here, but looking good now. Ishmael Shalaby in 5, good breaststroker. And yeah, still quite tight though. Logan Jackson, Ishmael Shalaby, 3rd.
Fraser McLaughlin and Nathan Wilson in 6 and 3, along with Sam Ross. They're all making a move.
Look at Tyler Stewart coming through. He's looking strong here.
Logan Jackson in his lane 0. Well, Tyler Stewart, let's hope that he gets a cracking time. And
Tyler, 16-year-old.
Yeah, we'll see if he can post a really good time that might get him a chance of a swim later on. Going very strongly, taking this by the scruff of the neck in the second half of the race here.
Absolutely, yeah. He looks he's well clear of the rest of the field. Very good time this will be. 2:25.12, and looking at his entry time, Tyler, 2:28.50, so over 3 seconds quicker. Be delighted with that one.
Well, you never know, it might give him an outside chance of getting into a final. Very good swim, and the lads very much on their entry time, but a very nice swim there from Tyler.
Yeah.
Lane 0. Ron Brown from Elgin. 1, Tyler Hutton, Incas. 2, Fraser Stewart, Stepbrook. 3, Lewis Muir, Carnegie. 4, Oscar Churnside from Geary. 5, Fraser Donaldson's Obanbiersten. 6, Rory Webster, Dumfries. 7, Jake Ferguson from First. 8 is Luke Scott Dumfries, and 9 Lewis Gow Tiverton.
So the quickest 15-year-old so far about 2:28 or so. Quickest 16, 2:25, 12. So we've got mostly 16-year-olds in this one. We've got 15-year-old and 4 Oscar Churnside, and also Jake Ferguson in 7, and Lewis Gow in 9. Great start here in the near side. Logan Jackson. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one here, Robert. That's just terrible. Yeah. It's actually Ryan Brown, who is out very quickly. So Elgin swimmer. So correct myself there. See, it's Ryan Brown well in the lead now. And some of these outside lanes, especially in these early heats, have to really keep an eye on what they're doing, because the times are pretty even until the seeded heats.
We actually have very strong start from Fraser Donaldson, 105.33.
Fraser Donaldson, Ryan Brown, Rory Webster at the halfway mark, and now in lane 5, Fraser Donaldson looking strong. Looking across the pool there as well. Outside Fraser, we have got a charge on from Rory Webster. Rory Webster, good breaststroker, and it's drawn level. So Rory Webster, Fraser Donaldson, and now Rory Webster is just nipping into the lead here, and he's going to turn first into the freestyle. So Rory Webster, the Dumfries swimmer, looking good, but it's going to be pretty close. Coming right back at him here, Fraser Donaldson. So it's Rory Webster, Fraser Donaldson, 1-2 at the moment, and they are going to battle this out right to the finish. Third place is pretty tight. Yeah, that's going to be a good time. Yeah. Entry here is 2:26 from Fraser, so I think both the boys will be well clear of that. Like Rory Webster, great swim there, 2:22.43. What a time there from Rory Webster. 2:23.12. Fraser Donaldson. Luke Scott comes through in third, 2:26.25. Just pipping out Oscar Churnside.
Result there, and just mentioned Lewis Gow in 8th place from Tiverton and Devon. Nice to see a swimmer from as far afield as that coming all the way up to Aberdeen. So if he's got any further swims this morning, wish him well, and a safe journey home back down to Devon.
It's a long drive, maybe a flight.
Until our 4th heat in 0, Jayden Chan, Carnegie, 1 Marcus Blake, City Glasgow, 2 Kane Buchanan, Dundee City Aquatics, 3 Fraser McIntosh, South Lanarkshire, 4 Guy Pelosi, City Glasgow, teammate Kel Wong in 5, 6 Caelan Johnson, Lerwick, 7 Dan Hall, University of Aberdeen Performance, 8 is Cameron Gill from First, and 9 is Liam Gozinski from Monifeef.
Well, Cameron Gill's had a really good start out there in lane 8, and he will be first to the wall over the butterfly. Can't see the time at the moment, but he was definitely just a wee bit clear of person just on the outside of him.
Look over on the far side on the backstroke, Liam Gozinski, very useful backstroker, will possibly be our early leader, or our leader at halfway. Perhaps.
Yeah. Strong at the moment. So Liam Gozinski and Caelan Johnson coming right through in the backstroke as well. And he's coming into 2nd place.
I expect Liam to hold it together pretty well on breaststroke.
Liam from Monifeef.
We've still got no times on the board, but both these lads are going pretty well in the breaststroke section. Stuart, certainly Caelan Johnston, 105.81 it was at halfway, so pretty similar splits.
Yeah, Caelan looking good here. Yeah, he's looking strong in this breaststroke leg, and you can't see it from this angle, but I think he's pushed up into the lead. Oh, it's a bit neck and neck, just under the flags. It's a bit of a response there from Liam, and they just touched it exactly at the same time, just Liam a fraction ahead.
Caelan just a little bit faster. Guy Pelosi, useful breaststroker, has 41 split. He's made a bit of a move, but a long way behind the other two lads. It's the sprint finish, and Boniface boy Liam Gorzinski's got this one pretty well wrapped up down the stretch from Caelan Johnston. Guy Pelosi looks as though he's probably done enough to get third, but from the outside spoker we've got Liam Gorzinski nailing that. Oh, what a good time for Liam.
Pretty tight actually for third, just right on the touch there.
2:25.96 his entry time. He's taken 6.5 seconds. That's a cracking swim from the outside lane. 2:19.35 for Liam. Well done.
Unfortunately, lane 3 there was a disqualification, technical infraction there.
A good swim as well from Caelan Johnson. Good 3 second or 2.5 second so improvement for Caelan. I think Liam Gorzinski will probably get a final with that potentially, or have a chance.
I think so. On to heat 5, Aidan Bruce in 0 from Aberdeen, 1 Luke Garrity from Inverclyde, 2 Tom Armitage Highland, 3 Chauncey Griffiths from Warnder Bass, 4 Lewis Gibson, South Ayrshire, 5 Harry Keogh from Ren 96, 6 Magnus Bullock from Shetland, 8 Toby Bullock from Midlothian, 9 Jack Mitchell, University of Aberdeen Performance, and his teammate in 9 Conrad Slessor.
Oh, I think we're nearly running into lane 10 there, Stuart.
Oh, was that? Did I say 9
twice?
twice?
Yourself. Never mind.
Well,
it happens.
I don't think we've ever squeezed 2 swimmers. Don't think we've ever squeezed 2 swimmers in the one lane before. As much as we want to get all the swimmers into all the heats, we shouldn't really double up in lanes.
No.
So it's lane 8 Jack Mitchell, lane 9 Conrad Slessor. Good start there, over in 6. So that's Magnus Bullock. And 29.42, sub 30 second there over the first 50. His backstroke pretty close though between him and Lewis Gibson, South Ayrshire swimmer.
Someone you should know pretty well, Stuart.
Yeah, Lewis is a good all-round swimmer. He is good at the freestyle, particularly, and kind of mid to longer range freestyle distance events.
Yeah, you'd quite fancy him to do pretty well on the middle section breaststroke.
Yeah, watch out for that one as well. The breaststroke leg. Turning first into the breaststroke, Chauncey Griffiths, and then Magnus Bullock and Lewis Gibson. Quite tight though between the top 3, and watch out for Lewis here. He might make a wee charge up on the breaststroke leg, but looking good in over lane 6 still. Magnus Bullock.
Tom Armitage trying to stick with them in 4th place. At the moment, no one else making a charge. Jack Mitchell perhaps in 8 on the far side, but yeah, this still looks pretty good. Magnus Bullock's held it pretty well together, but Lewis Gibson's made a move here, Stuart.
He has, as you said, Robert. His breaststroke has paid off there, and he's about a second quicker than Magnus, or not quite a second, well over half a second, but it's right down to the freestyle now to see who will take this one. But again, I think these times will be good and should be underneath entry, but we'll see what they post.
Magnus pulling out the stops here. I think he might just be hanging on here.
Just
not much
about,
between the two. And Toby Bullock flying to get third. Magnus is going to take this just.
Yeah, and
Lewis Gibson and Toby Bullock, as I suspected, flying at the end to get in 3rd place. Well, just a wee bit slower than the previous heat, 2:20.85, but nevertheless, very good swim from both the first 2 there.
First 2 taking time off entry, Lewis a couple of seconds, Magnus.
That's all you can hope for.
Magnus a couple of seconds, sorry, Lewis a second. So on to the next heat, heat 6. 0 James Gordon, Perth City, 1 Calvin McDonald, University of Aberdeen Performance, 2 Taylor Sinclair from Elgin, 3 Ewan Jones, West Lothian, 4 Kyle Mitchell from Keary, 5 Connor Mitchell, Warnder Bass, 6 Greg Hall, University of Aberdeen Performance, 7 Corey Phillip, Dundee City Aquatics, 8 Ethan Stewart, South Lanarkshire, 9 Ewan Weir, Dundee City Aquatics. And again, pretty tight on entry across the field, quick as Kyle Mitchell, the gay swimmer. And you'll see him in the yellow cap in 4. Quite easy to spot these yellow caps.
Top 10 at the North Districts recently. Here's Kyle. Not much between them at the turn. It's actually James Gordon, Kyle Mitchell and Taylor Sinclair on this side.
Good start from James. Again, we've got a mixture of ages here, so swimming in different different events. We've got Taylor and Connor, Greg, all 16. We've got a 15-year-old Ewan Weir, the rest 17, 18.
Still going well is Kyle Mitchell, the Geary lad. We'll get to practice, I'm sure, at this pool from time to time. But it's Ethan Stewart. No, well, on that backstroke, Ethan's very strong in backstroke, came through very strongly. Let's see if he can hold this the breaststroke section. The swimmer from South Lanarkshire, Hamilton-based swimmer.
Kyle Mitchell, he's just holding it by a fraction, but coming out from wrong side him now. Connor Mitchell looking very good here in this breaststroke stretch, and also in lane 2, second and third from the camera. Taylor Sinclair is also moving up. Connor Mitchell has had a great breaststroke there.
Indeed, he had come literally from nowhere to really dominate this 46.38, 38.88. It's taken seconds out of the rest of the field.
Yeah, and he's taken a few golds in breaststroke this week already. Took it in this.
Ewan Weir going well over on that far side, along with Ethan Stewart still there. This is Connor Mitchell's race by some way from Taylor Sinclair.
Good swim there.
Well, it's very tight for second.
Ooh, I was just about the 220.
In lane 9. Ewan Weir just ahead of Ethan Stewart. Connor Mitchell 2:20.01. Taylor Sinclair 2:21.68. Ewan Weir 2:22.46. So Kyle a little bit faster than his entry time, but most of the times on or just over the entries. There's still only one swimmer sub 2:20.
Yep. And good times getting in these morning swims, these early swims. Sometimes the swimmers take a wee bit to warm up, but they're straight at it this morning, taking time off entry. On to heat 7, Cameron Doran from City of Glasgow, Kenzie McLean from Perth City, Lucas Johnson, University of Aberdeen Performance, Jack Docherty Simpson from Scotia, Cameron Hastings and Leighton Burt in 4 and 5 from University of Aberdeen Performance, 6 Adam Scott, Ren 96, 7 Gregor Ross, City of Glasgow, 8 Ryan Broadley, Broch and 9 Connor Stewart, Stirling Swim.
Quite a number of the swimmers under the 2:20 on entry, 2:19.23 to 2:20.60. 28.43 again. Pretty steady start from most of the field.
Yeah, very close after the first leg there, so we'll see if they get separated out on the back. Looks good over in 6 there, Adam Scott. So Adam, the Ren 96 swimmer, also in 0, closest to us, looking good. Cameron Doran, strong backstroker as well.
And Scott looks as though he's going to be there at halfway. Well, not quite. Cameron Doran 1:03.81, just ahead of Adam Scott 1:04.61.
Jack Docherty Simpson in 3rd there, and see what happens in this breaststroke.
Well, really moving now is Adam Scott.
Yeah, Adam's moving up there, and I'll look at lane 0 here. Cameron Doran, he's looking very good in this breaststroke as well. It's between Cameron and Gregor Ross now in lane 7. Gregor's had a cracking breaststroke.
He has indeed. He's come from virtually nowhere, but he has a super breaststroke as the City of Glasgow swimmer. 15-year-old, and absolutely certain we'll see him this evening in the 15-year-old final, Stuart.
Oh yes, I think so. He almost took he took the silver in the 400 IM, so he's a good IM swimmer, Gregor, and he's looking strong at the moment.
It's all done and dusted, I think, in this heat. 2 outside, almost 2 outside lanes. Gregor Ross, Cameron Doran still going very strongly, tight the death. Gregor Ross just hanging on there. Cameron, and in lane 4, Cameron Hastings taking 3rd. So the 2 Cameron 2nd and 3rd, Doran Hastings, but over on the far side, Gregor Ross 2:19.39.
Yeah, that will see him into the final without any problems, Gregor Ross. So we'll see him in this evening session.
And, we've had 7 heats. Now to the seeded heats. Still the fastest time. 2:19:35 from Liam Gorzinski from Montefiore. So he must have a pretty good chance with that time of getting into one of the finals with just 30 swimmers, different ages to come in our seeded heats. In 0, Fraser Tetlow, Geary. 1, Jake Gibson, University of Aberdeen Performance. 2, James Burnett, Warner Bass Club. 3, Jacob Light, Morpeth. 4, Robert Burgess, City Glasgow. 5 is Travis Davies, Dundee City Aquatics. 6, Finley Club, Aberdeen Dolphins. 7, Thomas Traynor, South Lanarkshire. 8, Andrew Brodie, Aberdeen Dolphins. And in 9, Ryan Wilson, Warner Bass Club. Well, 2:09:65, Robert Burgess, fastest entry through to 2:30:70. Ryan Wilson. Ryan Wilson getting the reserve swim. Warner Bass swimmer in lane 9.
Saw a good 400 IM from Robert last evening. Took the silver there. I'd expect him to put in a very strong performance here. Also in the 200 at the moment. He's not good at all his own weight. He is in the lead, but we have Travis Davey alongside him, and also on his shoulder on the other side, Jacob Light. So there's quite a few swimmers close together here. Travis Davey for Finley Club as well in 6. Looking good. So we're going to the breaststroke.
Seeded heat, so no surprise that there's swimmers in the centre lanes.
So yeah, the centre lanes are soaring ahead here. Almost that arrow shape happening, not quite on the far side, but that's what we expect to see in these seeded heats.
Travis Davey is going with
Expect
him.
Robert Burgess maybe just to try and pull away here from the Dundee lad, Travis Davey.
The rest of the field.
Yeah, it's going to be a good battle here.
Wrap up this breaststroke leg.
Both of them in the 17-18-year-old category, both 18 this year, and they're well clear. They look pretty good for this evening's final. Finley Club, Aberdeen Dolphin, another 18-year-old. He'll finish sure fairly strongly down the final stretch to make sure he's in tonight's final. And, also got James Burnett, 16-year-old from Warner, going well.
Good strong finish on both Little Lane swimmers there. 3 seconds apart in entry, but that's I think Robert's just easing up a wee bit.
Yeah, I think both is easing down. 2:15:15, 2:15:17, and then we come 2:18:39. Jacob Light from Morpeth, at the moment fastest going into the final on that 15 olds, I'm sure, 2:19:79.
Yeah, very comfortable from both Robert Burgess, Travis Davey in that one.
Just easing down a lot there. In 0 in heat 9 we have Royce Crongelis, City Glasgow. 1, Lucas Brown Elgin. 2, Logan van der Meulen, Stirling Swimming. 3, Brodie Gordon Gibson, Warner Bass. 4, Stephen Travis, East Lothian Swim Team. 5, Finlay Davis, Midlothian. 6, Tom Robertson, Aberdeen Dolphins. 7, Matthew McMillan, Incas. 8, Lewis Gray, Inverclyde. And 9, Jake Holmes, City Glasgow. Well, we could almost have a final within a final here. Brodie Gordon Gibson, Stephen Kravitz, Finlay Davis, Tom Robertson.
Yeah, this will be a great one, I think.
Quality in those 4 lanes.
A lot of gold, silver and bronze between these guys, possibly mostly gold and silver. Stefan, I think, has picked up golds in every discipline except backstroke. So, and another boys, Brodie Gordon Gibson, picked up a good win last evening as well. He's taking gold in the 200 free. That's his good achievement for this week for him.
Yeah, look for Lucas Brown maybe trying to come through and cement 4th place at the moment. Just very useful backstroker. Certainly closed a little bit.
Bit of a statement to be made here so far. Stephen Kravitz, Brodie Gordon Gibson up there, and over in lane 6 there, Tom Robertson looking good. Tom Robertson also having a good meet this week. He's picked up quite a few medals. Tom possibly breaststroke again is the one that he's not medalled in. He's medalled in just everything else. Coming right through strongly here in lane 5, Finlay Davis, very strong breaststroker.
Yeah, winning last night the 400 IM just by 300ths. That was a cracking finish. He just nailed it right at the death. And coming through, get himself, I think, pretty comfortably into this evening's final. He's a Midlothian lad.
Yeah, and I think Stefan making a bit of a statement here. He's really going for a good time, as well as securing his place very comfortably into the final this evening. So Stefan's entry here is 2:09.22. It's going to be close to that.
Indeed, might even be inside it.
Oh, he is inside it. That's what a swim for a heat swim, Robert.
Yeah,
in the morning.
Yeah, you don't often see that. The guy's going out almost full pelt, and he still looked as though he still had a bit left in the tank. So
I think he's certainly one to watch in the final.
Rory Gordon, Gibson, Tom Robertson, Finlay Davis in lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6 in the top 4 there. Morgan van der Meulen, 16-year-old in 5th place, will be safely, I'm sure, into the final as well.
Yeah, see all these boys later. Into the final heat, Jacob Wood from Elgin in 0, Kai Connolly, City of Glasgow in 1, Ben McLaughlin, Geary in 2, Micah van Blerk, Wanda Bass 3, Evan Davidson, Perth City 4, Luke Hornsey, East Lothian in 5, Dean Fern, Aberdeen Dolphin in 6, Callum Peebles, East Lothian in 7, Kanish Chakraborty from Hamilton in 8, and Max Pelosi in 9 from City of Glasgow.
Stefan went out pretty strongly in this one. We'd expect Evan Davison to be there or thereabouts, but a very strong start from Dean Fern, Aberdeen Dolphins, 15-year-old, who's probably the strongest fancy for the 50-year-old title, 27.81.
He's a fly, I was going to say fly specialist, but he's also good at most other things. Yeah. And looking very good here, and the pink cap there in the middle as well. The red cap, I should say, from Perth City. In the middle we have Evan Davidson, and he's looking really good as he comes into his breaststroke. Evan Davidson is a very good breaststroker. Let's see him coming through here very strongly. Also outside Evan, Luke Hornsey in 5, so he'll be there or thereabouts at the top, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see if these swimmers at the front who are already secured a place, I would say, in the final, Robert, if they're just going to ease back, or if they keep pushing for a good time, like Stefan Kravitz did in the previous heat. Evan Davidson, we knew he was going to be good on this stretch for sure, and he turns first into the final stretch, 140, 147, a couple of seconds ahead of Dean Fern, who's about a second ahead again of Luke Hornsey. So that's 1, 2, 3 going to the freestyle.
Well, Luke Hornsey working fairly strong down the final stretch. I wasn't expecting him to really push it too much because he's got a swim later on. A few of them have in the 800 free at the end.
Yeah, we charged the finish from Luke and from also Dean Fern, so yep, good time again, 2:13.40, 2:13.93 to 14:18. So Evan Davidson, Luke Hornsey, Dean Fern, pretty close together then, but not absolutely going for it full out there, you wouldn't think, based on the entry times, but yeah, so great times anyway in this morning heat. That concludes this event, and we'll be moving shortly on to the girls 200 metre freestyle.
And as you can see, that's all the positions from 1 right through to 90 odds.
Yeah,
these will be split into ages, and we can give you the finalists for that. We have and the 15-year-olds: Dean Fern, Gregor Ross, Jacob Light, Cameron Hastings, Kenzie McLean, Kanish Chakraborty, Lewis Gibson, Ewan Weir, Toby Bullock and Corey Phillip. Oscar Chirnside and Taylor Hutton are our 2 reserves. 16-year-olds Evan Davidson, Logan van der Meulen, Liam Gorzinski, Connor Mitchell, James Burnett, Thomas Traynor, Taylor Sinclair, Jack Docherty-Simpson, Ryan Gringelis and Rory Webster, Kai Connolly and Lucas Johnston are our 2 reserves. And in 17-18s, Stephen Kravitz, Luke Hornsey, Brodie Gordon-Gibson, Robert Burgess, Travis Davey, Tom Robertson, Ika van Blerk, Finlay Davis, Ben McLaughlin, Finlay Clubb, Cameron Dawn and Max Pelosi are 2 reserves.
Yeah, that's a full lot of finalists there. So moving on to the girls 200 metre freestyle. This is heat 1. In this one we have, just looking through here, we have 10 heats. So number of competitors here. So 0 Emily McLeod, I should say, Perth City, 1 Molly Weir, West Lothian, 2 Hannah Anderson, Carnegie, 3 Sky Buchanan, City of Glasgow, 4 Hannah Lindsay, South Lanarkshire, 5 Kristen Mackay from Perth City, 6 Mirren Gibb, Dumfries, 7 Isabel Hampshire, Beckenham, 8 Phoebe Samson, D City Aquatics, and 9 Heather Kellett from Dumfries.
Yeah, another swimmer that's coming a long way, Beckenham down, I think in Kent.
Yeah, that's a long drive, isn't it, as well?
Drive, yeah.
So great to see these swimmers up here. And some of them will be Scottish swimmers, but they now live down in England. Others will be qualifiers who hit these non-Scottish times, which are really tough to actually obtain. So yeah, good start over here. In lane 0, Emily McLeod, Perth City swimmer. She's looking very good at the moment at the halfway mark. She will touch first. We'll see what that split is. 107.22. So a strong start there. Just slightly behind, a third of a second or so, Molly Weir, and then Kristen Mackay. So still going well, these near side lanes. Emily McLeod, Molly Weir, they're locked together. Over in 5, Kristen Mackay, and next to Kristen, maybe pushing through a little bit now, Hannah Lindsay. Hannah Lindsay's the top seed for this event.
Yeah, the Midlands champion, Stuart, and our entry time comes from the swim in the pool at the North District age groups about a month and a half ago, 2:22.30, turning in 1:44.35. That's Molly just shading at the moment.
Yep, so a fairly fresh time. So we'll see if she can come underneath that time. Yeah, that's a good wee battle going on here in 0 and 1, and these girls are, well, it's difficult to call who will take it at this point. It just depends on the final wee stretch here, who's got the most in the tank and can stretch forward and take it, but it looks as if it might be Emily McLeod, and Emily McLeod has stretched forward here and will take this one. 2:19.76, that's a great swim under the 2:20 mark for her first heat there. So Emily McLeod, good there. Molly Weir, just half a second, or just a second or so behind. And Anderson in third.
Nice PBs for the first 3 home. Good to see one of them already under 2:20. Well done, Amelia. Nice wee PB of about 2.5 seconds. On to our second heat. Just wait for that to be confirmed. Sometimes with the slightly delay, it might be either a disqualification or it might be something to do with an adjusted time. We'll wait for that just to be confirmed. Now go on the board, Amelia, Molly and Kirsten. Yep. So moving on to our second heat, Rosie Heaps in 0, Faulthouse Penguins 1, Ellen Denny, Geary 2, Alexandra Miller, Faulthouse Penguins 3, Katie Towers, South Lanarkshire 4, Poppy Shaw from Best 5, Jessica Powell, Elgin 6, Emma Miller, Kintyre 7, Caitlin Urquhart, Highland Swim Team 8, Eden Fraser, University of Aberdeen Performance, and 9, Abby Banstable from South Lanarkshire 2:20.42 to 2:21.26.
Yeah, nothing in this, less than a second between the slowest to quickest, quickest to slowest. So
Kintyre swimmer's gone out nicely in lane 6, Stuart.
Yeah, Emma Miller looking strong.
Good to see her. Stretch. Good to see her coming up to the age group. She comes to a lot of our West District events, Stuart, and gone off to a nice start. Let's she can keep this going.
Yeah, do see Emma in these events. It's quite interesting as well. Some of these swimmers have it all their own way in their respective districts, don't they? And then when they all come together, the pecking order, sometimes similar to what you expect, sometimes quite different. But yeah, great start there, and she's taking this race on right from the front. Pretty tight for second at the moment, maybe just outside her in 7, Caitlin Urquhart. Yeah, they turned just about at the same time. Ella Miller a fraction in front.
All pretty bunched. There's a raft of swimmers, all within about a second and a half. Anyway, that's the key part. Don't switch off in the third 50 of the 200. Keep the rhythm going.
Quite often that's the tactic to push. That's the 50 that they push forward on. Some of the swimmers, that's the way that they go, and they try and make some ground. Emma Miller is hanging on to that, but that seems to be what Jessica Powell is doing. She's moved up. She's alongside.
She's certainly kept it together.
Yeah, we would change at the top now.
I don't think.
Still there or thereabouts on the previous seat.
She just dropped back a wee bit.
Yeah. Caitlin Urquhart now just in front as they come towards the 15-metre line, and coming right through in lane 3, Katie Towers.
Yeah, Katie's really flying at the end, isn't she?
Yeah,
can she get up to take this? I don't think so. Caitlin Urquhart, Katie Towers, and in lane 6, Emma Miller fought back gallantly after coming off the wall, maybe in 4th place to get 3rd place. The last from Kintyre. Well done.
Yeah. It's interesting now. We saw that a few times yesterday. Yeah. We thought swimmers had run out of steam, and all of a sudden they found something at the end.
Found that little extra. Heat number 3, Lauren Anderson in 0 from Swim West Lothian. 1, Ciara Pemble, best. 2, Natalie Moody, Swim West Lothian. 3, Alice Cummings, City Glasgow. Her teammate in 4, Thea Glenn. 5, Ella McPhee, Fauldhouse Penguins. 6, Emma Silcock from First. 7, Lucy Atherton, Heart of Midlothian. 8, Anna Tichenko, City Glasgow, and teammate Emily Dickens goes in 9. All in the 2:19s, 2:20 range, 2:19:30 to 2:20:30. So a second cover the whole field again, Stuart. So
yeah.
Like a lot of these early heats, not much between the swimmers. A good start. Lane 2, Swim West Lothian's Natalie Moody, 30:90. That's the fastest we've seen so far.
Yeah, Natalie, the 15-year-old swimmer, so she'll be vying for a place in that final. She has a very good swim in this heat. She had a very good start, Natalie. In second, it's pretty close at the moment. Maybe lane 3.
Alice Cumming.
Yeah.
Ella McPhee in lane 5. Maybe make a move as well.
And Natalie, so she's a strong freestyle swimmer over the short distance, the 50. So she took a bronze in that event, and going out from the front there, so you'd expect it to be quick off the blocks with that 53 strength that she has. But
she's holding it together.
Yeah, she's holding it. Yeah.
Being chased by Alice Cumming. Elle McPhee still trying to pick something up down the penultimate 50, and over on the far side, Lucy Atherton, Emily Dickens also in the mix, and on the near side in 1 and 2, sorry, in 0 and 1, Lauren Anderson, Ciara Pemble, and McPhee's just slipped into 3rd place. All to a swimmer.
Yeah, so good turn off the wall there by Alice Cumming, and she's now pushing forward, but I think this is Natalie Moody's race. She has looked strong right from the outset, and she's kept getting stronger, and she'll finish this one.
Good race for 3rd. Elle McPhee maybe just going to get that. Natalie Moody, Alice Cumming, and it is Elle McPhee who held on gallantly to take 3rd place, just ahead of Thea Glenn. A very nice time there for Natalie, 2:17:31. Alice Cumming, 2:19:20, just half a second faster, but a couple of second improvement or so for Natalie there. N0, 4. Heat 4 is Sophie Ellison, Western Bartonshire. 1, Emma McCavin, South Lanarkshire. 2, Isla Gilmurray, Dundee City Aquatics. 3, Isla Cochrane, City Glasgow. 4, Katie Lowe, Glenrothes. 5 is Caitlin Frame from First. 6, Erin Curry from Iton. 7, Eve Wood, Orkney. 8, Molly MacArthur, South Lanarkshire, and our teammate Melissa Many goes in lane 9. Now, Eve Wood, I think she's won the 50 and 100 Stuart freestyle, so she'll, I think she'll do well if she can win the 200. A bit better maybe over the shorter distances. She'll certainly be there or thereabouts.
Well, she was actually an entry of 2:18.66, and she's a 15-year-old, and so Natalie Moody's time was slightly quicker. But looking down the board there, just prior to this, you can see that there's 10, still 10 15-year-olds to come, so they'd all have to beat Natalie's time for Natalie not to be in the final. But yeah, Eve Wood, Orkney swimmer, off well, but look at these middle lanes now.
Yeah, Eve Wood was second at the North District age groups just recently. That's where her entry time comes from.
Not much between them at the halfway point.
Katie Lowe going nicely, 106.26.
Yeah, the Glenrothes swimmer Katie, just nudged in front there at the 100 mark, but look at the cross from 3, 4, 5 and 6. Ayla, Katie, Caitlin and Erin all together, and second from us as well, Emma McGavin in lane 1.
I think swimmer really got the bit between her teeth now. Erin Curry is really flying. Her time where she finished 5th at North Districts recently, 2:18.57, and certainly on for getting inside that now, 1:42.47.
Yeah, I think she will get inside that time, and she's not letting up at the moment. Lane 5 now coming through, Caitlin Frame. Caitlin Frame has found something extra here, just coming towards the finish. She's got that stroke rate going, and she will come through to take it. So Caitlin Frame, the first swimmer, will take this heat.
Yeah, flying at the end, 2:16.96. Erin Curry, 2:17.76. Nadia Cochrane, 2:18.63. Well, the first two home improve on her entry times by a second or so.
2:16.96 is your new time to beat.
As we move on to our next heat.
Heat 5, Addison Cole in 0, South Lanarkshire. In 1, Naomi Wilson, Warren Bass. 2, Heather Stewart, North Ayrshire. 3, Maya Cheshire from Elgin. 4, Fern Gray, Sevenoaks. 5, Emma Craney, Cumbernauld. 6, Melissa Turnbull, Stirling Swim. 7, Carrie Preacher, Lerwick. 8, Eva Gordon, Stirling Swim. 9, Emma Wedland from Portobello. So quickest time 2:17 and 60, 2:17.6. Fern Gray in lane 4. That's a rounded off time, Robert, so it might be a short course diversion.
Yeah, swimmer from Sevenoaks in Kent, another swimmer that's coming best part of 600 miles up here. Good to see her.
Good journey again.
Yeah, it's turning in second, just behind Melissa Many, who's off very strongly, 30.57.
Melissa Turnbull. She's in front at the moment. Yeah, just over that 30 seconds, 30 and a half.
Yeah, recent winner at the pre-stags meet at Tollcross a few weeks ago.
Looking good here. Really taking this one on. And also coming through in lane 5, Emma Craney. Emma from Cumbernauld. Turns in second. So 1:04.63, quickest we've seen so far. Emma Craney just behind, and then Fern Gray. Well, good race so far by Melissa Turnbull here.
Yeah, Stirling going very well in the top 10 of top 10 clubs on points after the first 3 days, comfortably in that top 10, Stuart.
Yeah, that was impressive. And Melissa has got that raw speed. She's took bronze in the 100 free. So it'll all be down to her stamina at the end here to see if she can hold on But coming through in 5, Emma Craney. Emma Craney looks good here as well. So these two girls well out in front, clear of the rest of the field.
Yeah, Cumbernauld swimmer coming through very strongly indeed, as you say, Stuart. Third at West Districts recently, and she has a faster entry time, and she's just finished that a little bit stronger than Melissa to take that. On the near side, very tight, but it looks like lane 1. Naomi Wilson from Warner Bass coming with a late surge.
Yeah, good finish by Naomi.
Yeah, great finish. In third place, Emma Craney 2:16.24, improves on her entry time.
Yeah, good swimming there, good times going in. As we move on to heat 6, and 0 Rosie Foster, Wanda Bass, 1 Charlotte Hardy, South Ayrshire, 2 Alex Coy, Wanda Bass, 3 Alice Rousel from Portsmouth, 4 Leila Weatherspoon, Heart of Midlothian, 5 Isabel Brealey, Blackpool Aquatic, 6 Katie Barron, Midlothian, 7 Alice Perry, Wanda Bass, 8 Victoria Niven, City of Glasgow, 9 Madison Cool from Bucky. So that should be an interesting one. Good start in 4, Leila Weatherspoon, the Heart swimmer. She is a very good freestyler.
Yeah, East District champion, that's where her entry time comes from, Stuart. Youth Academy member, 2:16.56. She's been doing pretty well at the meet this weekend. Not this weekend, but over the 5 days. I forget how long we've been here.
It's a very long weekend.
Yeah,
yeah, she took silver in the 50 free and bronze in the 100. So she's having a very good meet. See what she can do in the 200 here. Over the near side as well, Rosie Foster. She's going well. She's 16-year-old from Wanda. Later is 15, so they'll be vying for a place in the respective finals. Yeah, looking strong at the moment, Leda. 105.65, good split there. But a second slower than the previous heat.
We're probably in the mid two teens range. 2:16.56 at her entry time. If she can just keep this pace going, she's a good chance of getting pretty close, or maybe even inside that. And the other swimmer, Rosie Foster, as you mentioned, going really well. And Alice Rousel from Portsmouth coming through as well. And that swimmer just dropped back a wee bit. Charlotte Hardy making a move as well.
Yeah, Charlotte, renowned for a breaststroke, but I know that she's trying to try out lots of different events this week, and she is actually a good all-rounder, and she's got a good engine on her, and she's now coming through into second place. And Rosie Foster in 0 had a fantastic previous 50.
Yeah, she's nailed this one.
Front. Yeah, she's going to take it. Charlotte looks as if she will possibly take second, and she is making up some ground towards the finish as well. So, great swim there.
Going to be some
from
good
the top
times
two.
here. 2:15.40. Charlotte Hardy 2:15.79. Alice Rousel 2:16.88, almost her entry time. So good improved times for Rosie and Charlotte there, Stuart.
Yeah, a couple of seconds off each.
Yeah.
I know that Charlotte will be delighted with that one.
Give them half a chance of maybe sneaking into final.
Yep.
Erin Ferris in 0 from Cumbernauld, 1 Ella Pullman, Glen Rothis, 2 Lexine McCappin first, 3 India Marshall, East Lothian swim team, 4 Hannah Edmondson, City of Glasgow, 5 Zoe Crawford from first, 6 Safina Machin, City of Glasgow, 7 Maria Howe, University of Aberdeen Performance, 8 Caris Mooney, City of Glasgow, and 9 Sarah Stewart, O'Gallagher Bearsden. 2:14.16 to 2:16.55, so a couple of seconds cover the field in this one, Stuart.
Great start, Ella Pullman, Glenrothes in 1. Yeah. She's really taken this one out, and she'll turn first. We're just over the 30 seconds, 30.14 the first turn, and second in that turn Hannah Edmondson in lane 4. Hannah, City of Glasgow swimmer. So she looks very strong at this stage as well.
Ella Pullman at time 2:16.14 from the East District age group where she finished 5th. So she's going pretty well at the moment, Stuart.
Yeah, she looks very comfortable. out there, and at the turn, both the girls turn at the same time. Hannah Edmondson made up a wee bit of ground there in the last 50. She just a second quicker in that 50 split, so she's moved to the front. Over in 8 now, going really well, Maria Howe. So Maria's coming right into the picture here. She's the University of Aberdeen performance, so she'll be used to swimming in this pool.
And finalist last year at the summer meet. I think she's just maybe moved on, not quite. Very tight 300s in it. Ella Pullman hanging on from lane 1, 140.49. All to play for down the final stretch. Lexi McCapping coming through very, very strongly indeed to put in a late charge. And certainly Lexi McCapping making a move. Second at West Districts. There's 3 in a line.
Yeah, Lexine's got a...
I think Lexine's just going to pull it out to death. Lexi McCappin takes it in second and 4. Ella Pullman and Hannah Edmondson. 2:15.31, 2:16.09 and 2:16.24.
Lexine, good long distance freestyle swimmer. Lexine, she's the 1500.
Yeah, she's the only one that just sneaks inside her entry time there, Stuart. All the other girls fairly close or just a fraction out. Now on to the first of the 3 seeded heats in 0. Freya Beaton, City Glasgow. 1 Tegan Black, Slow swim team. 2 Melissa Mainwaring, swim by slow lane. 3 Holly McGill, Heart of Middle lane. 4 is Mary Mishenko, University of Aberdeen performance. 5 Susie McNair, Stirling swimming. 6 Kiana Kurtzak, Wonder Bass Club. 7 Mia McLeod, swim IT. 8 Stella McCarthy, City Glasgow, and in lane 9 is Gemma Brown from Glen Rothes. Pretty level start.
Yeah, Mary Mishenko is the favourite for this, but
Gemma Brown going very well over that far side. Carnegie swimmer, she might actually be the leader. Well, not quite. She's well up there though.
She's a very good start off the blocks, didn't she, Gemma? And it's nearly nothing in it between these top 3 girls at the moment. McLeod just fraction in front. But Mira Mishenko now really coming through it towards the 100 metre mark. You'd also expect Susie McNair to push on in the second half of this race.
Mira Mishenko. You say Susie McNair, Mia McLeod still well there. Holly McGill from Hearts also getting herself into the mix.
Yeah, Holly, fantastic backstroker, but she's again pretty strong in some of these other events, including the freestyles.
Yeah, she's having a bit of fun doing some different events over the 5 days. Stuart, not too worried about doing her backstroke events this week.
Yeah, I think she did the 100, but not the 200, which I think is her speciality. As you say, Robert, I think she took the fly. Was 100 fly gold, 200? I should get my stats lined up here. It was a joint gold, 100 back actually. She took,
it was
200 fly gold. But what a swim here in lane 4, Mary Mishenko. She is well clear of the rest of the field. Mary was the favourite for this at a time of 2:08.10. A couple of seconds outside that, but she'll be safely into the final later on. Susie McNair in second, Holly McGill in third. So move on to heat 9. Heat 9.
Good solid swim from Susie and Holly. Mia McLeod will almost certainly be in that final as well. Good solid swim from all these girls.
Mary Mishenko is a name that's going to be a bit known this week as well. So on to heat 9, Alice Mackey, Hatton Lothian, Natalie Marshall, West Lothian.
That's a change in lane 0. We've got Timia Schultz, Dumfries.
Timia Schultz. So Timia Schultz in 0. Natalie Marshall in 1, West Lothian. Amy Shields in 2, City of Glasgow. And we have 3 Warrender swimmers. Phoebe Arbuckle, Natasha Simpson, Anna Green 3, 4, 5. Elise Cousins 6, Ella Stevenson 7. That's from Perth City. Ella from City Glasgow. Sophie Kendall from Corby and 8. Grace Noonan from Mulgai Bears then in 9.
Well, the one the swimmers, Natasha Simpson. Anna Green still well there. But, the other red cap in lane 6, Perth's Elise Cousins going well.
Yeah.
Natasha Simpson going very nicely indeed here, Stuart.
Yeah, she is. Natasha, very strong freestyle swimmer. She took the gold in 400 free, 800 free. So we expect her to be out there. And she's, yeah, I would say a good 2 or 3 metres ahead now at the halfway point. 102.61. Elise Cousins 103.94. Amy Shields 104.06. So we'll see if they can make a wee push forward in the second half of the race. Over in lane 6, that was a really good turn there. Elise Cousins, she's always there or thereabouts, isn't she? She's a strong swimmer in these events. And Amy Shields, I wouldn't write her off at this point either. She's looking good.
Yeah, she's looking pretty certain to get into a final for this tonight. Phoebe Arbuckle coming through. She's in the 50-year-old category, so she's doing plenty enough to get into the final. Pretty comfortable Phoebe.
Yeah, Phoebe's not having a bad week at all.
Finishing very strongly is Ella Stevenson to try and get into that final as well, but no doubt about the winner.
Yeah, that's a good strong swim there, Natasha Simpson. And then Ellis Cousins, Amy Shields. Great finish there by Ella Stevenson, come through in 2:12, just under 2:13 mark.
I think she needed to do that, Stuart, to ensure she'll be in a final, Ella Stevenson. And Phoebe Arbuckle comfortably in 5th. 15-year-old. I think that's probably the fastest time for the 15-year-olds. Final heat, 10 in 0, Heidi Wren, City Glasgow. 1, Coca Coxford, Stirling Swimming. 2, Jessica Heaps, Falthouse Penguins. 3, Isabel Wood, Stirling Swimming. 4 is Drew Mackenzie, City Glasgow. 5, Catherine Renfrew, Perth City. 6, Ashley Drake, Wonder Bastard. 7, Cara Gordon, Stirling Swimming. 8, Paula McInnes from Harper Midlothian. And in lane 9, Louise Connell from Carnegie. Sorry, from City Glasgow.
Lane 5, Catherine Renfrew from Perth.
Yep.
Lane 6,
Drew Mackenzie, strong fancy for this one, Robert.
She will be, yeah.
But she is in the 17, 18. We've got a few 16-year-olds, 15-year-old Coco Roxford, lane 1 as well, in the 15.
Yeah, Jessica Heaps in 2 is the Scottish National Age Group champion in the 6-year-old category. She now moves up the age group against the other 17 and 18-year-olds. Drew Mackenzie and the 18-year-old will be a strong fancy, as you say. Also got just from that previous heat we had Natasha Simpson to contend with. So
Isabel Wood looking good here. She's coming through really strongly in that last 50 metres there. Isabel Wood just sneaks into the lead at the halfway point, 104.02. Catherine Renfrew, who we know all about as well from other freestyle distances, 104.03. Ashley Drake in 3rd, but we'll see what happens in second half of the race. We'll expect to see Drew Mackenzie moving to the front.
Yeah, very, very strong on freestyle, Stuart.
Yeah, great technique. It's
might be the best of her 4 strokes. Pretty good all-rounder, Drew, but very strong on freestyle.
Yeah, I would say so.
137.38. Now pulled into the lead. She looked pretty relaxed in the first section, Stuart.
Yeah, she's just doing enough to get a safe, secure place and a good lane in the final. So she will take this and she won't be caught at this stage unless she really eases back. But coming through well, yeah, in lane 5 as well. Catherine Renfrew. She looks as if she'll take 2nd spot, and 3rd is going to be Isabel Wood. But yeah, 209.74, not at full pelt, and still putting in a sub 210. Mackenzie, Catherine Renfrew in 2nd, there. 2:11.51 Elizabeth Wood. It's the 2:12.00. And you feel as if some of these girls do have more to give in the final. So, quickest overall, Natasha Simpson. We see all of our swimmers coming up on the board now with their respective times. I suppose one thing that we sometimes overlook in these champs, just to get here in these events, is quite an achievement in itself. We've got thousands of swimmers across Scotland. Only a handful make it to the Scottish Nationals, so these are the cream of the crop.
Yeah. 100 swimmers, I think, is the maximum for all these events. That's for the likes of the 50s and the 100s. Not the case for things like the 800. We only have restriction of possibly 30 swimmers and maybe 20 for our 1500. But yeah, to get into the top 100 in 15 up to 18-year-old age group is quite an achievement.
Absolutely, and as you're saying just now, Rob, it's sometimes a bit of a shame to see not the 30 heat full in the 8 and 1500s. So just some of these swimmers just entered and would get that swim.
Yeah.
Unlike most other events, which is very, very competitive.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the case with maybe the 200 butterfly at the moment, but hopefully over the course of the next year or so, we'll get more and more doing slightly longer distances.
So we're on to the boys. 100 metre freestyle, League 1, and we have
Alex
10
Stitch,
heats.
Estonian swim team. Sorry, Alex Taylor, Alex Stitch in 1, Stirling Swimming. 2, Caden McLaughlin, Mulgan Bearsden. 3, Declan Kay, Estonian swim team. 4, Fraser Cowie, South Ayrshire. 5, Max Turnbull, Midlothian. 6 is Sam Cool from Steprock. 7, Aidan Bruce, Aberdeen Amateurs. 8, Lachlan Bremner, Highland swim team. And 9, Ashton Kerridge, Glenrothes. That's all of them under the minute mark, 59.40 to 1:00.48. So the 2 outside lanes are the only 2 that would love to get themselves under the minute here, Stuart.
Well, Alex Taylor, 1:00.00. So that could be a conversion time, but
probably is, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the rest all pretty close together in the 59 second, mid 59 to late 59 range. Alex Tinch, good start there in 2. Sorry, 1. 27.24. So fast start there.
Yeah, let's hope the 2 boys in outside lanes can push on.
Yeah, he's looking good here. Come miles under that entry time if he keeps going at this rate.
Yeah, we're probably looking maybe a 57.
And he's almost hitting that lane rope there coming in, but he's doing the job here.
Yeah, 57 indeed. 57.33. That's a cracking swim.
Great first heat swim that. That's 2.5 seconds under entry and 100 free. That's impressive.
Just wait for that result to be confirmed.
Just a little delay here.
Yeah, so
as
just
we confirm these results.
Just confirm whether it's adjusted time or whether it's the disqualification, which we don't want to see, but sometimes there has been a delay, Stuart, in getting the result on the board.
That's right. So that first heat, Robert,
yeah.
All the swimmers were 15 except Caden McLaughlin, 16. So
yeah, we certainly had problems with the touch pad on 4, and that might well be the case.
Yeah, looks like it's getting sorted out, and we can move on to heat 2. So Fraser McLaughlin and 0 from Elgin, 1 Henry Shuliev Barnes, Aberdeen Dolphin. 2 Adam Prusik, Aberdeen Dolphin. 3 Lewis Muir, Carnegie. 4 Tom Jeffords, Red 96. 5 Callum MacArthur, Mackay Bearsden. 6 Dylan Comby, South Aberdeen. 7 Lewis Husson, Stirling Swim. 8 Rhys Edwards, Dumfries. And 9 Harris Japp, Airdrie and Monklands. And a great start in lane 5. Callum MacArthur, Mackay Bearsden swimmer, so he's entered in 50.84, just a fraction, or 400s behind Tom Jeffords' entry, 58.80. So fastest entries here, and also going well over in lane 7, Lewis Husson. So that's a 1-2 at the turn there as they go through the second half of their race. Looking really good here. Cal MacArthur well clear of the rest of the field. We'll see if any other boys can make up that pool as they approach the finish line. So looks good as well over there still for Lewis Husson. From this angle it's difficult to tell, but as we see them come under the flags, it will be Cal MacArthur. Takes that great time again, 57.44 from Cal MacArthur, 58.03 Rhys Edwards, and Lewis Husson 58.61. So all these boys chopping time off.
Yeah. Heat 3, 0 Taylor Sinclair Elgin, 1 Benji Jeffries South Ayrshire, 2 Liam Grzinski Montefief, 3 Ishmael Shalaby Warner Bass Club, teammate Robbie Boyd in 4, 5 is Colin Murphy from Carnegie, 6 Taylor Hutton Incas, 7 Josh Stephen Warner Bass Club, 8 Ewan Mitchell South Lanarkshire, 9 Dan Hall University of Aberdeen Performance. 58.32 to 58.80. Well, we've hardly got time to catch breath here, Stuart. It's very fast and furious this morning. Good start from Liam Grzinski in lane 2. We're just sharing it from Colin Murphy from Carnegie, who's going well in lane 5. Over in 7 and 8, Ewan Mitchell also making a move. But it's the Montefief swimmer by almost a body length here. A strong start from Liam Grzinski, 27.22, flying.
Yeah, alongside him, Benji Jeffries is a good start. South Ayrshire swimmer, so he's in second place at that turn. Had a very good butterfly yesterday, took about 3 seconds off, so he's having a good week. But out there in front, as you say, is Liam Grzinski.
58.67. Can we get a sub 57 from Liam? Colin Murphy still going pretty well in lane 5. Maybe hang on for a second, but the Montefief boys got this well wrapped up. 56.80. Colin Murphy just hanging on. Good swim for him from just ahead of Taylor Hutton.
A swim there, 56.80.
56.80. Well, he's already in a final for the IM, and you never know.
16-year-old Liam Grzinski, nice swimmer, so great swim.
Rory Webster 0, Dumfries 1, Kyle Muirhead, swim my Slodian 2, Royce Cringella, City Glasgow 3, Cameron Gill from first 4, Richard Laws, Cooper District 5, Magnus Morris, Ren 96 6, Connor Christophersis from Aberdeen Dolphins, 7 Rory Calvert from first, 8 Rowan Brown, Elgin, and 9 David Landman, City Glasgow, 57.37 to 58.30.
See if any of them can come underneath that 56.80 time. That's the quickest so far from Liam, previous one. Good start in 5, Magnus Morris. So Ren 96 swimmer looking good off the blocks, and he's keeping it going over this first stretch. Inside him, Richard Laws, also looking very strong. 26.81, a great first 50. Obviously not hanging about there.
We're certainly maybe looking at a 56 for Magnus. He's flying at the moment.
Yeah, 16 as well.
The Cooper District boy, Richard Laws, going well. This might be the fastest time we've had.
I think it will be.
56 and yeah, 55.85. What a swim! And good swim also from Richard. Also inside his entry time. Well done both swimmers. Magnus Morris though, firstly 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds. That's a great
swim. Yep. And
Sarah Rory Stobie, Warner Bass Club. 1 Lucas Johnston, University of Aberdeen Performance. 2 Magnus Blake, City Glasgow. 3 Adam Thompson, South Ayrshire. 4 Jack Simpson, South Lanarkshire. 5 Tom Armitage, Highland Swim Team. 6 Fraser Beard, Scotia. 7 Gregor Skinner, first. 8 Lewis Gibson, South Ayrshire. 9 Torrin Liversidge, South Aberdeenshire.
Down the 56 territory for 3 swimmers this one, Robert. So great start over there in lane 6. That's Fraser Baird from Scotia, and he's at the fastest start. And in the near side here, in both lanes 1 and 2, going really good strongly as well. Lucas Johnson, Marcus Blake. So turning first there, Tom Liversidge, right over in 9, so came right up on the outside there. 26.83, a really fast start there. Tom Liversidge, Marcus Blake turning second. So Lucas Johnson now over here on the near side of lane 1, looking very good, as is Rory Stobie. And look at lane 0, just moving up there, Rory Stobie. So it's the two outside lanes, and also over there in lane 7 is Gregor Skinner. Who takes it. Oh, Gregor had a storming finish, 56-25, and we never saw that coming right until the last 10 metres or so.
Good call there to get that one flying at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Great times again.
Yeah. Heat 6, 0, Ruben Kelly, Dumfries, 1, Connor Mitchell, Warder Bass Club, 2, Ross Anderton, East Lothian Swim Team, 3, Jonathan Turnbull, Midlothian, 4, Kenzie McLean, Perth City, 5, Adam Curry, South Ayrshire, 6, Alex Black, First, 7, Joe Carter, Delting, 8, Ewan McLeod, South Lanarkshire, and 9, Finlay Chang, City Glasgow. 56.50 to 56.90, less than half a second, cover them again, Stuart.
Yep, absolutely, and there's two that are in 56.50 here. Kenzie McLean, Adam Curry, middle two lanes, so this should be a close one.
And we'll just lane 6 perhaps.
Yeah, I think it is, just by a fraction, but not
Finlay
sure.
Chang
Adam
going
Curry,
well.
yeah, close at the moment.
Lane 6 I think, Stuart.
Yeah, I think it is.
Just 27.01.
I said I think it is after I saw it there. So
what do you mean? Come on.
So Alex Black, yeah, just a fraction, 200s ahead of Adam Curry, and they are still locked together.
They are.
Boys coming through in the green cap though. 4.
It's still 6 and
sorry,
5.
3 I should say. Jonah Turnbull,
Alex, Adam, and Jonah.
Yeah, and I think that's the way it might finish, Robert.
It looks that way. Yeah, Alex Black from start to finish takes that from lane 5 and lane 3.
Oh, sub 56 there.
Yeah, 55.75. Nice run from Alex.
Quickest we've seen so far.
Yeah.
A tenth of a second.
Heat 7, 0, Ben King, Milgine Bearsden, his teammate Fergus Curry in 1, 2, Callum Sinclair at Swim West Lothian, 3, Ewan Beattie, Warner Bass Club, 4, James Bodie, Geary, 5, Kane Buchanan, Dundee City Aquatic, 6, Jensen Norris, Perth City, 7, Fergus Woodward, Portobello, 8, Callum Gold, Aberdeen Dolphins, and 9, Manu Drysdale, Warner Bass Club.
Okay, not much between lanes 4 and 5 here, 200s.
Yeah, 56.02 to 56.41, another one that's likely to be tight.
Look at that start though in 3.
Yeah. Ewan Beattie warmed up off really strongly, as you say, and looks as though he's pulling away here, Stuart.
Yeah, great start, and taking this one on, really going for it, and that's like a 50 as if it was stopping there, but he's keeping going. 26.16.
Well, we're in the maybe 54 territory here, Stuart.
Yeah, it looks like it. These near side lanes are doing very well. Ben King, Fergus Curry as well, so strong, but over it again, and just next to the outside, 6 and 7, Jensen Norris, Fergus Woodward, but yeah, it's all about Ewan Beattie.
Ewan Beattie, Fergus Curry, that's a 1-2 I think. No, maybe not, lane 6. Jensen Norris nailed second, just ahead of Fergus Curry. But it was a 54.47. Where did he pull that one? That was over a second and a half faster. The Wonder lad, great swim, Ewan.
Yeah, he was a
88 is the first of the seeded heats. 0, Finlay Nelson, Dumfries. 1, Andrew Bodie. 2, Harry Sharp, Aberdeen Dolphins. 2, Harry Sharp, Wander Bass Club. 3 is Tom Robertson, and 4, Finlay Club, both Aberdeen Dolphins. 5, Callum Peebles, East Lothian Swim Team. 6, Edward Bell from Seagulls. 7, Michael Van Blerk, Wander Bass Club. 8, Max Pelosi, City Glasgow. And 9, Cameron Hastings, University of Aberdeen Performance. This is first of the seeded heat, Stuart.
Yeah, and it's been very good freestyle swimmers in here. The silver medalist Finlay Club in 50 is his top seed, and
off to a strong start. Callum Peebles with him though.
Yeah, Callum Peebles looking good here, just he's got his nose in front, and he will turn first, and I think that's going to be even quicker than the previous, and it is 25.66. And it's actually Finlay Club in 4, yep, Finlay Club in 4, 25.66, so looking very good here, Finlay. So Finlay, the swimmer from Aberdeen Dolphin, not too far from here, and it's the 2 swimmers outside him, Tom Robertson, Callum Peebles in 2nd and 3rd.
Max Pelosi going pretty well further over. Yeah, no doubt about the winner 4-3-5 is we expect those three lanes to be in the mix. Normally 4-5-3, but it's 4-3-5. Finlay Club, Tom Robertson and Callum Peebles, 52.97.
All these swimmers safely into the finals.
Heat number 9, Ed Brown, Alnwick Dolphins in 0. 1 David Smith, Glen Rothless. 2 Nathan Campbell, Stirling Swimming. 3 Zach Slater, East Lothian Swim Team. 4 Evan Davidson, Perth City. 5 William Storer, South Aberdeenshire. 6 Cedar Guilin, Warner Bass Club. 7 Kieran Lennox, University of Aberdeen Performance, teammate Jake Gibson in 8, and 9 Dylan Cashmore from South Aberdeenshire. So our second seeded heat, very strong start over in lane 7, Kieran Lennox. Also well there is Evan Davison from Perth City, and still Kieran, Dylan Cashmore and South Ayrshire. The far side also travelling nicely, about 5 in a line, but it's going to be Evan Davison and Zach Slater turning pretty well together. Zach Slater just with that slight advantage, the black cap will be slowed in. So Zach Slater now being headed by Evan Davison. It's the best swimmer who's come through to take that from Zach Slater. William Storer now coming through into second. It's going to be Evan Davison, William Storer and Zach Slater. 52.83. That is the fastest time so far, just with one more heat to come. That final heat has Leighton Burr, University of Aberdeen Performance. 1 Scott Fleming, South Lanarkshire. 2 Ben Kelly, Warner Bass Club. 3 Lucas Brown, Elgin. 4 Stephen Kravis, East Lothian Swim Team. 5 is Brodie Gordon Gibson, Warner Bass Club. 6 Greer Van der Meulen, Stirling Swimming. 7 James Gordon, Perth City. 8 Jake Holmes, City Glasgow, and 9 Logan Van der Meulen, Stirling Swimming. The 2 Logan and Greer, 2 Van der Meulen boys in 6 and 8 different age groups.
Final heat in this one.
Good start in lane number 4 from Stephen Kravitz. Just shades Brodie Gordon Gibson in lane 5. Both of them going really well at the moment. Lucas Brown in 3 trying to stick with them, but it's Brodie Gordon Gibson and Stephen Kravitz. Over in lane 8, Jake Holmes, City Glasgow in the mix.
We saw Stephen earlier on not hanging back in that 200 IM, and he's looking strong here, but possibly not an absolute full pelt, I don't think, Robert, but he's still looking very good here. Brodie Gordon Gibson out in front, and looks like he will take this one. And now coming up there in lane 3, Lucas Brown as well.
Yeah, that's the 1, 2, 3. Pretty comfortable for both these. Sorry, for all 3 of these boys. 53.31. Brodie Gordon Gibson.
Storming finish there on lane 1. Scott Fleming. Great swim from Scott as well.
So I'll give you finalists for the girls 15-year-old 200 free. They are Phoebe Arbuckle, Coca Coxford, Kiana Kutsa, Layla Weatherspoon, Natalie Moody, Alice Cumming, Alice Perry, Freya Beaton, Katie Towers, Amelia McLeod, Alyssa Mene and Ella Gilmurray. Our 16-year-olds, Catherine Renfrew, Ashley Drake, Susie McNair, Mia McLeod, Rosie Foster, Orla McLeod, Charlotte Hardy, Ella Pullman, Tegan Black, Heidi Wren, Caitlin Frame and Louise Connell are 2 reserves. Our 17, 18-year-olds. They are Drew McKenzie, Yermishenko, Natasha Simpson, Eloise Cousins, Amy Shields, Isabel Wood, Ella Stevenson, Cara Gordon, Holly McGill, Jessica Heaps, Anna Green and Natalie Marshall are our 2 reserves.
Move on to the 100 breaststroke now, Robert.
15-year-old freestyle for the boys. Our 15-year-olds, Jensen Norwich, Harry Sharp, Cameron Hastings, Ross Anderton, Alex Stitch, Callum MacArthur, Lewis Gibson, Kenzie McLean, Rhys Edwards, Sam Cool, Connor Christophersis and Taylor Hutton, our 2 reserves. We'll give you some more finalists very shortly.
Thanks, Robert. Now the first heat here in 0, Alice Perry. Rhonda Bass, 1 Beth Crick from Aberdeen, 2 Kimberly Willis, South Ayrshire, 3 Joanna Calder, Mulgai Bearsden, 4 Katie Lowe, Glenrothes, 5 Lauren Elder, Forfar, 6 Harriet Wheeler, Perth City, 7 Hannah Lindsay, South Lanarkshire, 8 Krista Mackay, Perth City, 9 Sky Buchanan. This our first of 10 heats in this event. Great start by Kimberly Willis, lane 2. Also going well, swimmer alongside her, who is Joanna Calder. Looks like Kimberly's just edging it over the first 50, under the flags. So we'll see what time is posted at halfway mark. And it looks, yep, sub 40, 38.68. Joanna Calder, 39.40, so almost a second behind there. Yeah, Kimberly Willis looking strong so far. South Ayrshire girl. Katie Lowen, 4, turned 3rd, but she's been caught by the girl over there in lane 8, Kristen Mackay, and she's maybe nudged into 3rd place. So we'll come right down to the final part. We've got 15 metres to go. Kimberly Willis led right from the start, and it is Kimberly Willis and Joanna Calder, 1-2, coming through strongly at the finish here. Beth Craik, but Kimberly Willis, I think she'll just about hang on to this and take it. And a great swim there from Kimberly Willis, and a good personal best as well, 1:24.31. She was in at 1:25.28, so almost a second off. Great swim from Kimberly. Joanna Calder 2nd, 1:24.71. Beth Craik 3rd.
Heat 2, 0 Rebecca Strachan, City Glasgow, 1 Victoria Grabowska, Western Bartonshire, 2 Caitlin Parnaby Elgin, 3 Leah Payton Mython, 4 Keisha McCappin from 1st, 5 Iona Henderson, South Lanarkshire, 6 Rosie Heaps, Faldhouse Penguins, 7 Grace Newton, Mulgai Bearsden, 8 Caitlin Frame from 1st, and 9 Evie Judge from Kintyre. 1:23.90 to 1:24.75, so again less than a second. Stuart cover the whole field, and that's what we've found, is that these entries are all very tight. Over 100 swimmers taking part.
Yeah, look at Victoria Grabowska here. She's looking
great
pretty
start. Good. Fantastic start from the Westie swimmer.
Fraction slower than the previous 8, but well clear there at 50. Well, her and Grace Noonan were well clear. Not much between these two. But it is Victoria Grabowska, Grace Noonan, and Rebecca Strachan going well in 0. And also in lane 4, Kezia McCappin. But a good push forward now in lane 7 by Grace Noonan. I think Grace has maybe just edged into the lead. It's between Grace and Victoria. And look at lane 0 as well here in this camera shot. Yeah, good view of how close these girls are together. Over in lane 7 it will be Grace Noonan who takes it. And Grace Noonan, good time there, 1:23.61. That's the quickest we've seen the first 2 heats. Rebecca Strachan, 1:25.35. And the third 1:25.41, Victoria Grabowska.
Yeah, just pushing it in second. The stroke, Rebecca getting her strokes nailed just that wee bit sharper than Victoria at the end. 30 in 0. Millie Colburn Dumfries, 1 Niamh Kwan Kintyre, 2 Zoe Mitchett North Ayrshire, 3 Jessica Powell Elgin, 4 Hayley McNichol Glenrothes, 5 Grace Hannock East Lothian Swim Team, 6 Victoria Weir first, 7 Simone Finlayson Dundee City Aquatics, 8 Eve Ross Highland Swim Team, and 9 Helen Denny from Gary.
Yeah, very close on paper again, Robert. A second between first and last on entry. Good start there in 6. Victoria Weir. So she's the first swimmer, and she's out in first at the moment. And next to Victoria, just pushing forward now in lane 5, Grace Hannock. Grace East Lothian. So it's East Lothian versus first at the moment. 37.78, so that's the fastest time we've seen over the first 50.
Both in the 15-year-old category. Grace just about on the shoulder now of Victoria.
Yeah, good contest here happening, and just again these near side lanes seem to be in the first few heats come through strongly. especially in the second half of the race. I'm sure that's just coincidental. These lanes are doing well, but yeah, looking good in lane 5. Grace Hannock, she's been strong from the start, and she's looking even stronger towards the finish here. So Grace Hannock's entry 1:23.10.
Eve Quinn might even snatch second here. Great swim from Tyre Last to get up and take second ahead of Victoria Weir. 1:21.70. Cracking swim there for Grace, and also very nice swim from Eve Quinn.
Yep, heat 4 now. Sarah Wood in 0 from Eithin. Ayla Cochrane in 1, City of Glasgow. Katie Towers in 2, South Lanarkshire. In 3, Casey Drummond Incas. 4, Natalie Cooper, Wanda Bass. 5, Millie Barton Bellsill. 6, Greta Smaska, Wanda Bass. 7, Kaelin Chan, North Ayrshire. 8, Evina Kasapidis from Carnegie. And 9, Mirren Gibb from Dumfries.
I'll just correct you, it's Kasapidis.
See, that's good to know.
She's off quite well, the Carnegie girl over in lane 8, travelling quite nicely.
Yep.
And I think it might just be lane 5 perhaps, with their advantage, Millie Barton from Bellsill Sharks.
Yep, 15-year-old there, first to the wall, 38.09. Millie, but not much in it between her and Greta Smaska. So, mixture of ages here. Millie 15 through to Evina 18. So, a few different finals to be aiming for amongst these girls. Looking good here. Katie Towers in 2 as well.
It's very tight, isn't it, Stuart, with 15 or so to go.
Really tight, yeah.
It's just, I think, it's Greta Smaska in lane 6.
Natalie Cooper looking good.
Katie Towers, I think, is going to come through and snatch this one at the death. Oh, it's tight. Katie Towers has got this one from lane 4 and 2. 1 rather. Katie Towers is in 2. Got my 1s and 2s mixed up. 1:21.90. Katie Towers. Natalie Cooper, Wanda Bass, Alia Cochrane, City Glasgow. That's the 1, 2, 3. Very strong swimming from all of these girls today.
A lot of these times around about 1:21, 1:22. There's not much to separate.
Indeed.
So far.
Heat 5, 0, Carrie Preacher, Lyric. 1, Eden Fraser, University of Aberdeen Performance. 2, Lexine McCappin first. 3, Hannah Stahl, Stepwell. 4, Brooke Rogerson, Dumfries. 5, Ciara Hart, Scotia. 6, Sophie Carruthers, Glenrothes. 7, Ella Gilmurray, Dundee City Aquatics. 8, Elizabeth Morgan, Highlands Swim Team. And 9, Cassie Wiper, South Lanarkshire. 1:21.20 to 1:21.80, so just over half a second cover the whole field again.
Absolutely, and it's looking close at the moment. There's that pink cap over there of Ella Gilmurray, just a fraction in front of the rest of the field. She goes under the first set of flags, and yeah, maybe just a fraction ahead of Lexi McCappin.
Yeah, well, hopefully she's
actually
she'll be able to keep this going in the second half of the race.
Yeah.
Maybe comes through that wee bit stronger in the second half if she's got somebody to chase. Well, she's actually got everybody that's chasing her now.
Ciara Hart in the green cap there as well. She's looking good, so she might come through strongly at the finish. Lexi McCappin, she's looking good.
Coming into this final 15 metres.
Lexi McCappin, I think, is maybe going to get this one, Stuart.
And she does.
I think she is.
Finishing extremely strongly. Lexi McCappin's got this from Ciara Hart.
What a second 50 there.
And in lane 1, Eden Fraser gets third. Lexi McCappin, 1:21.33. Well, she's 100 faster.
There you go.
So you can't ask for any more.
A PB's a PB, isn't it?
Rest of them just a fraction out of time. On to heat 6, 0, Ellie Gold, Eithin. 1, Missy Carty, Falthouse Penguins. 2, Sophie Portier, Wonderbass Hub. 3, Sydney Boyd, Midlothian. 4, Anastasia Enoch, University of Aberdeen Performance. In 5, Iona Kasapidis from Carnegie. 6 is Eva Kirkham first. 7, Ellie McPhee from Falthouse Penguins. 8, Ella Wood from Forfar. And in 9, Katie Simpson, Heart of Midlothian.
We delay here, Robert. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure whether it's for Falcons is the full name of the club.
There you go.
I think this might be the first swimmer from Forfar competing over the 5 days. There might have been one earlier on. Not many. Tiny little club in Tayside. But good to see this widespread across the whole of Scotland. Many of these small clubs taking part. Great to see.
Absolutely, and we have another Casapidis in the pool.
Yeah, we have, and she's going pretty nicely up there, certainly with the mix. Pink cap. Is it a pink cap or is it?
She's got a black cap, I think.
Yeah, Sydney Boyd in lane 3. Normally it would be a green cap for Midlothian, but it's the black cap of Carnegie.
Carnegie, yeah.
Black and white army on the march. And this one, 37.54.
So obviously a good breaststroking family there, and she's out in front, and she's been chased down by Sydney Boyd in lane 3.
Yeah, Kirkham trying to come through first swim, but she's held it pretty well, Stuart.
She has.
If anything, maybe even going away. It's a cracking swim from Iona. 120.10. Can we get somebody sub 120? Well, we might just about do this. Oh, not quite. 120.58.
Just outside her entry, but a very strong swim, and she just looks stronger and stronger.
I think she'll take that. She'll be delighted with the swim and win the heat. That's all you can do, Stuart. A good solid swim. Maybe it was a short course conversion, 120.10. A lot of zeros in that one. So
yeah, could be a long course personal best. But yeah, she'll be a contender for that final.
0 in heat 7 is Bronwyn Payne from Best. 1 Caris Mooney, City Glasgow. 2 Tia Eakin, University of Aberdeen Performance. 3 Gabriella Winton from Monifief. 4 Amy Onson, Best. 5 Alana Wilson, Belsall Sharks. 6 Madeline Patterson, City Glasgow. 7 Izzy Minnoch from Morpeth. 8 Taylor Smith, St Thomas. And 9 Lauren Anderson from Swim West Lothian. Well, there might be a wee delay before we get underway. That last result still to be confirmed. It might just be a time again.
A little discussion going on with officials, so possibly a time.
It could be a time
correction. So we'll find out shortly. But I'm enjoying this so far, Robert. This event has been very exciting. Lots of close times.
Very close. I think we've now got that result confirmed. Iona, Eva, Sydney Boyd. That was the Carnegie lass that got that. Well done.
Yeah, good result for Iona and for Carnegie.
And that's your 10 in this one that we just announced. It's the last of the non-seeded heats. 118.70 to 119.80. So the whole field are sub 120. We've not had any under the 120 mark, I don't think, so far.
We've been close.
At 120.58, the fastest from Iona in that last heat, which is a good swim from her.
Yeah, quite often it's the swimmers that have gone out fast that have held on and taken this. So we'll see if that changes as time progresses. Sometimes the swimmers build even over 100. But a good start there in 4. Amy Owenson.
So Thomas swimmer going well over 8. Taylor Smith.
Also City of Glasgow swimmer in 6 there. Madeline Patterson. And in 0 as well. Swimmer in 0. Bronwyn Payne. She was coming through strongly just at the finish of that first 50, so she might be up there with 1 and 2 and 3 as it progresses.
This one's a wee bit faster than the previous heat, which is what you expect. And if they can push on, they'll probably get under the 120 mark.
Izzy Monaco good here in lane 7. Between her, Madeline Patterson for second place, I think.
Amy Onson looks as though she's going to hang on to your Stuart in lane. Or is she? It's a very strong finish. Izzy Murdoch is just going to be touched out. Amy Onson, Izzy Murdoch and Madeline Patterson. Well, it is a wee bit faster, but it's all these swimmers, quite surprised, Stuart, all over 120.
Yeah, that's still
That kind of shocked me in that one.
the magic number. Yeah, still to be broken. I'm feeling it will be broken in this one. Okay, we have
0, Ailey Armstrong, East Lothian Swim Team. Katie Coventry from Morpeth. 1, Zara Smith, Wanderbass Club. 3, Amy McLeod, City Glasgow teammate Kiri Davidson. In 4, 5, Ailey Robertson, South Ayrshire. 6, Perry Scobie, Stirling Swimming. 7, Ellie Kennedy, City Glasgow. 8, Tegan Black, East Lothian Swim Team. And 9, Rebecca Cole, South Lanarkshire. That's the first of the seeded heat, so we'll certainly get quite a number under the 120 mark.
It's a bit good contest, especially in these middle lanes. It was fairly even across 3 to 6, I'd expect. Ailey, Kira to surge forward, but Perry Scobie's a strong breaststroker as well, and also just in the near side here, Amy McLeod. So it's difficult to call this one, and it's a heat swim as well, so they don't always put in their absolute top times in the heats. Obviously want to qualify safely for the final.
Well, Ellie Kennedy over in 7 went out very well. She's only 15, and the two 16-year-olds, Ailey Robertson, Perry Scobie in 5 and 6, also well there. But the slightly older swimmer, Amy McLeod, has the advantage. 18-year-old.
Yeah, she's been a strong breaststroker right the way through the age groups, and still going very well. Amy McLeod, fantastic swim by Amy here. Really pulling this one out.
Ailey Robertson maybe going to get second.
Yeah, strong finish from Ailey.
And lane 4 perhaps, Kira in 3rd. Not much between 3rd and 4th though, but a good solid swim from Amy McLeod. 1:15.85. Good.
I would expect to see some quicker times this evening.
Yeah.
Good heat swim there.
0, Leah Bullock, South Lanarkshire. 1, Ailey Stewart. 2, Katie from Wanderbass. 2, Katie Caldwell, Granbearsden. 3, Charlotte Thompson, Lothian. 4, Nullagau, Geary. 5, Erin Taylor, Finns. 6, Ella McGeorge, Cooper District. 7, Ella McDonald, Highland Swim Team. 8, Lucy McNimmel, City Glasgow. And 9, Maya Cheshire from Elgin. Now again, Erin Taylor, Nullagau head to head. Nullagau, what do I think of the 2 IMs from Erin Taylor?
Yeah, Nullagau, yeah, that's a wee rivalry going on there for sure. Nullagau has picked up a couple of golds in other breaststroke events. But look at this. In 5, Erin Taylor looks very determined from the outset here. And she is out in the leads. Katie Caldwell in lane 2 in 2nd at the moment, and Ella McGeorge in 3rd. Nullagau does tend to have a very strong back end, but we'll see if she comes through here. Erin Taylor, a good bit of, I'd say, a body length ahead at the moment. Erin looking very good. I don't think she'll be caught here. So Erin Taylor's entry 1:13.08. Fighting back now, Nullagau just towards the finish line. I think Nullagau will move into 2nd place. 3rd still, yeah, could be lane 2 here, Katie Caldwell. And Erin Taylor takes it. Nullagau 2nd, Katie 3rd. So 1:13.88, quickest time we've seen from Erin Taylor there.
Yeah, Charlotte Thompson in 5th, and Lucy Nimmo I think in 7th, time sub 20, so they'll be comfortably in the 16-year-old final, I'm sure, with that. Our final heat, Ailey McNair in 0, Mulgan-Bearsden. 1 is Catriona Stewart, Western Bartonshire. 2, Fern Crichton. 3, Lucy Stoves, both Dundee City Aquatics. 4, Charlotte Hardy, South Ayrshire. 5, Mia Rogers from Wanderbass Club. 6, Seren Talentire from Morpeth. 7, Susie McNair, Stirling Swimming. Freya Maston in 8 from Shetland. And 9, Lisa Goodbrand, Ithen.
Good start from Lucy Stoves in 3. I would expect to see Charlotte taking this one. She's a clear favourite, 1:10.80. She's moving up now, but Lucy Stoves still hanging on just about at the moment. Charlotte up there, and also over in lane 6 going well, Seren Talentire. So Lucy Stoves quickest.
Just shades it, didn't she? But we expect maybe that to change down the final stretch.
Yeah, I would think so. Charlotte, very impressive breaststroker these days. She's took gold in this event down at the British in the juniors event last week, the week before last, and she is not even going full pelt here, but comfortably going to be into that final and going to take this heat. But a really good swim here from Lucy Stoves, and she's not far away. And a great swim as well from Seren Talentire. So Charlotte Hardy 1:14.27, good enough to take that win. Lucy Stoves 1:14.71, and Seren Talentire 1:15.19, all safely into the finals this evening. Some really good breaststrokes there, Robert.
Yeah, very, very good. So we can give you some more finalists. The 100 free for the boys. 16-year-olds: Evan Davidson, Zach Slater, Edward Bell, Magnus Morris, Logan Vandenbeulen, Ben King, Torn Liversidge, Lucas Johnston, Callum Gold and Liam Grzinski. Rory Stobie and James Bodie are reserves, and in the 17-18-year-old category, Finlay Club, Brodie Gordon Gibson, William Storer, Tom Robertson, Stephen Kravitz, Callum Peebles, Lucas Brown, Ewan Beattie, Sarah Gulen, Scott Fleming, Kieran Lennox and Nathan Campbell missing out as first and second reserves. That's got a makes it a cracking race this evening, Stuart. Our breaststroke finalists in the 50-year category: Seren Talentire from Morpeth, 2 Ellie Kennedy, City Glasgow, 3 Madeline Patterson, Grace Hannock, Katie Towers, Sydney Boyd, Niamh Quinn, Elligo Murray, Sophie Carruthers, Victoria Weir, Macy Carty and Millie Barton are reserves. In the 16-year-old age group, they are Charlotte Hardy, Ailey Robertson, Charlotte Thompson, Maya Roger, Perry Scobie, Katie Coventry, Sarah Smith, Lucy Nimmo, Amy Owenson and Ailey McNair, and their 2 reserves, Izzy Munich and Iona Kasapidis. And I'll give you the older ones very shortly, but I think going to stop for backstroke now, Stuart.
Yeah, it's short 50 backstrokes here, so we've got 10 heats of this one for the boys. So in 0 Alex Tinch, 1 Jason Nixon, 2 Josh Stephen, 3 Lewis Muir, 4 Jed Armitage, 5 Greg Simpson, 6 Fraser Cowie, 7 Alex Taylor, 8 Daniel Hay and 9 Gavin Aitchison. I'm not giving the teams there because it's there's not a lot of time. Just get through these names in a 50.
Yeah, I had a tough time to catch breath here at the moment.
Absolutely, we're firing through these heats.
Going well in lane 4 is Jed Armitage from the Highland Swim team. I think he might just be going to take this one. Very, very tight indeed. Lane 2 perhaps. He's going to do second, and in third place with lane 3 maybe.
Very tight finish.
Alex Titch in 0 just ahead of lane 3 Lewis Muir. Jed Armitage in fact getting touched out. Josh Stephen take that's 31.07. Let's wait for that to be confirmed. It's can be very deceptive on backstroke. It's how you get that final arm over. It looked as though that Jed had taken that in lane 4, but we'll wait for that because we have had problems with the pad in lane in Jed. Quickly give you the 17-18-year-olds: Erin Taylor, Lucy Stoves, Nuala Gow, Amy McLeod, Katie Caldwell, Ella McGeorge, Ciara Davison, Ella McDonald, Ailey Stewart, Leah Bullock. Katrina Stewart was our first reserve. Ailey Armstrong, Gabriella Winton, joint second, and we might have a swim off, Stuart, with a bit of luck, or if that's the right word to use. 1:21.01, both those girls in the breaststroke. So that's the first potential swim off we've got this morning.
I think we will, because you wouldn't think these girls would shy away from 100 breaststroke.
You wouldn't
another
expect
time,
so.
Yeah, unless they've got to get away somewhere. But yeah, look forward to that one. And just keep an eye on these times if and when that happens. I'm interested in these backstroke finishes. Such notice these boys kind of drifting into the wall there. You wonder whether an extra stroke would have given that wee edge on the touch there. But it can happen. It can happen with the most experienced backstrokers. They just it's all a bit of time. You can't see where the wall is. You've got to do a stroke count, and then from the flags, just try and feel your way to the finish.
Yes, there's been a delay just confirming that. That looked as though it's quickly flashed in front of us, but that is the result. Josh Stephen did take that in lane number 2. So, Calder Murphy, Ethan Mulligan, Fraser Donaldson, Max Turnbull, Declan Kay, Luke Scott, Rory Calvert, Oscar Chirnside, Adam Hill and Henry Sullivan Barnes.
Very close on paper again, 31.00 to 31.56, but just over half a second between all the fields. Starting 4, Declan Kay. And he's really barring through the strokes here. Outside him as well, Luke Scott. So in lane 0 going well, Calder Murphy in 2, Fraser Donaldson. Could be actually 2, Fraser, take this one.
2-4 and anybody's for third.
Actually, Luke Scott took it on the
Luke
touch.
Scott, well, yeah.
37.6, so underneath entry there.
Luke Scott, Fraser Donaldson, Calder Murphy. It's almost getting impossible to call when they're all over the place there, Stuart. Very difficult.
Especially the backstroke, it's the most difficult one to call. And on the touch.
Lewis Houston, Finlay Geddes, Yaris Prodoshki, Aidan Bruce, Fraser McLaughlin, Callum MacArthur, Finlay Chang, Adam Thompson, James Geddes and Fraser Stewart.
On to E3 now at 0 Lewis
on these 50s, it's always interesting. Sometimes it's just using the most porridge in the morning to be able to fire through this event, and sometimes they've just been slowing down, even though a 50 and getting underwater power works. But yep, lane 5 looking good, Cal MacArthur at the moment, and also coming through in 2. Jed's, oh, you have to come out with that pronunciation, Robert. Jed's eye. Take it. Oh, it's Cal MacArthur. 34.5.
Very good finish there. There's Pajewski from Hearts in second place. Right, on to our fourth heat, I think it is now. Rowan Brown, Joe Carter, Fergus Woodward, Jaden Chan, Kyle Muirhead, Dylan McCombie, Kyle Wong, Rory Hall, Andrew Smitten, Ishmael Shalaby. 30.15 to 30.45, so again less than a third of a second cover the whole field here. So it makes it very difficult to call these spot on when they're so tight on entries. But a very strong start in lanes 3 and 2. Jaden Chan and Fergus Woodward.
Yeah, Fergus Woodward now nudging in front. Coming through in 0 as well. Rowan Brown looking good, but I think it's going to be lane 2. Fergus.
That's tight.
Just about, but it'll be between him and Jaden.
Fergus and Jaden, Dylan McCombie taking third.
Sub 30 there.
Yeah.
For
Portobello swimmer. And also under the Magic 30, Jaden Chan from Carnegie. Well done, lads. 29.76.
So we're on to heat 5. From 0 to 9, it's Lucas Johnson, Adam Prusik, Blair McKean, Lewis Austin, Torrin Liversidge, Magnus Bullock, Logan Scally, Callum Sinclair, Harry Sharp and John Mackay.
29.90 to 30.1, it's even tighter, 0.2.
2/10 of a second between the whole field. So we can't call this one at all until we start seeing these swimmers moving along the pool. And it's really tight right over there at the far lane.
Side, it's John Mackay. I think that's he's got clear of this one. This is John Mackay, possibly from Magnus Bullock from Shetland.
Yeah, Magnus is coming through very strongly towards the finish here. He might just take it.
It's lane 5, Magnus from John and Lucas Johnson and the other outside lane.
Yeah, none of them quite under the 30
mark. 30.
Yeah, good swims nonetheless. Move on to heat 6.
Matthew McMillan, Ben Kelly, Liam Gorzinski, Cyril Gulen, Nathan Wilson, Tom Armitage, Richard Laws, Sean Side Griffiths, David Landman and Charlie McLaren. Well, I'm going to call this one as lane 2 winning this, Stuart.
Oh, that's confident on the outset. Keep an eye on lane 2, Liam Gorzinski. So, yep.
29.71 to 29.90, so it's even less, 0.19.
Yeah, that's
Nice
very
start in
close to
lane
call.
4. Nathan Wilson from Carnegie.
Yeah.
And also in 3, Third Gulen on the bus up there.
Dean Gozinski, as you said, Robert, he called it before it. He's looking very strong here in lane 2. But next to him, see the Gullen as well. And he's kind of matched him stroke for stroke, but maybe just a fraction behind. Here comes this, is going to take it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you were right all along. Never in doubt, Robert.
Never in doubt.
As we move on to 7, 0 Benji Jeffries, South Ayrshire, 1 Corey Phillip, Dundee City Aquatics, 2 Robson Miles, City of Glasgow, 3 Lex Garrett, South Ayrshire, 4 Mano Drysdale, Warren Bass, 5 Jacob Light, Morpeth, 6 Logan Jackson, University of Aberdeen Performance, 7 Callum McDonald, University of Aberdeen Performance, 8 Connor Christophorus, Aberdeen Dolphin, 9 Ruben Kelly, Dumfries is the last one there, just
who do you want me
into
to
the water.
Who am I calling in this one?
Oh, go for it.
Jacob Light, lane 5.
Jacob Light, lane 5. Are you going with current form?
No, I'm just going with gut feel.
Gut feel. Yeah, could well be. Benji Jeffries is having a very good meet.
Yeah, he is.
The South Ayrshire swimmer, so he could surprise us as well. Robson Miles too in lane 2. So these are the 2 boys, possibly a fraction in front actually.
Yeah. Logan Jackson going very nicely in lane 6. Well, who's going to take this one?
And Lex Garrett as well, looking very good in 3. Lex Garrett, just misses out at the final touch there.
The winner was lane 5, Jacob Light, who took that one, 29.21. Lex Garrett, 29.56.
Yeah, that was just all down to the touch there,
Yeah,
but that was
very
an
much
exciting
so.
heat.
Yeah. Ganesh Chakraborty, Jacob Wood, Edward Bell, Owen Williamson, Lucas Brown, William Storer, Stefan Kravitz, Vigo Savage, Jack Dougherty Simpson and Robbie Thompson. Well, this is the first of the seeded heat, so I should really go with lane 4 in this one, Lucas Brown from Elgin. Yeah. This is
I'll go with you in that, Robert.
This is his speciality. He's very strong backstroke up.
Yeah, he's taken a couple of bronzes. He took a bronze in 100 back.
And of course Stefan Kravitz will probably spoil my expectations. Stefan going really nicely indeed. Stefan Kravitz from Lucas Brown, 26.97.
That's taking a chunk off that time.
Yeah.
Stefan been working his backstroke, do you think? Because that
clearly
was
has. He's been doing.
Yeah. That was the one that was maybe slightly behind other strokes, but which were all right out there in front. On to heat 9.
Brodie Gordon Gibson, Jack Lorimer, Callum Peebles, Robbie Boyd, Robert Burgess, Travis Davey, Kieran Lennox, Adam Scott, Jensen Norris and Kel Mitchell. I'll definitely expect Robert Burgess in 4 to take this one, but again, in these middle lanes, if some of these lads ease off just that wee bit, as long as they're doing enough and they look pretty comfortable, they'll be taking the view. Yeah, let's get a final.
Well, yeah, Robert Burgess the favourite for the overall title in this 17, 18 age category.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you say, Robert, you'll see if he goes full pelt here. In the 50s they normally do, but yeah, he's looking good at the moment.
If you don't get the greatest start, well, yeah, you've got a little bit to make up, and it's hard with 50 to do that if you've not got the strongest start. But yeah, Robert Burgess nails that pretty well. Robbie Boyd, Travis Davey, the middle lanes again. Kieran Lennox, and 4th will almost certainly be in that final as well. Brodie Gordon Gibson, just 5th. Yeah. At outside lane though for Brodie, so he might sneak in there.
Robbie Boyd, 16-year-old, a great swim from him.
Ethan Stewart, Cameron Doran, Ryan Broadley, Greer van der Mullen, Dean Fern, Andrew Brodie, Logan van der Mullen, Ewan Beatty, Dylan Cashmore, Fergus Curry. The 2 van der Mullens in 3 and 6. But can anybody get anywhere? Dean Fern.
Yeah, Dean Fern only 15. Well, swimming as a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
He's certainly up there. competing with all the older boys in every event and winning most of them.
Yeah.
But look at that
Cracking
start from Dean Fern in 4. So he is not going to be caught even at this stage. So Dean Fern, 26-2-1 is his entry. It's going to be very close for second, around about Dean. It's Greer van der Meulen who takes second.
Yeah, very good race that for that second place.
Second going to Greer van der Meulen, and third Andrew Brogan.
So a very good swim there from Logan van der Meulen as well. In 5th place, the 16-year-old.
Robert, and there will be that swim off for the girls' 100 metre breaststroke at the end of the session.
It's good to look forward to that one, Stuart.
So here's the board here, taking us through all the times, scores in the doors, across all the backstroke, and really tight, right the way down the board.
Very, very tight indeed.
Even these times down at the bottom are, you gain a second, you jump about 25 places. So
yeah, indeed.
And we're shortly on to the girls.
There's more 50s. Yeah, more 50s to follow. Another 10 heats. So again, you hardly have time to catch your breath, Stuart. But we will get a chance in maybe about 20 minutes. We have an 800 free.
Okay. Yep.
Well, in fact, we have 3 800 frees. All good to look forward to.
Absolutely.
So the first of these butterfly heats: Mirren Gibb, Ailey McNichol, Isla Kay, Isla Dobson, Mila McClusker, Sophie McKinley, Skye Buchanan, Mirren McPhee, Millie Convent and Amber Littlejohn. 32.8 to 32.67. So can any of these girls get under the 32-minute mark? Sorry, the 32-second mark. Sure.
They'll definitely break 32 minutes.
Certainly.
Yep.
I think even I could maybe manage something under 32 minutes.
Well, I think
I'd struggle though.
well, I would as well. Don't know if I'd make a length of this these days. Ella Dobson in lane 3, looking very good though. I think she'll possibly break the 32 mark.
Well done, Ella.
31.42 in fact. 2 swimmers did. Ella Dobson and Emily McCusker. So good swim there from Ella Dobson. 15-year-old Isla. So keep an eye on that time for 15 finalists into our second heat. And 0 through to 9, Ella Wood, Phoebe Arbuckle, Anna Lee, Taylor Smith, Hayley McNair, Isabella Abernethy, Jessica Smith, Imogen Edwards, Melissa Meney and Alana Wilson.
It's 31.91 to 32.06, barely 15 hundredths.
Yep.
Another tight one to look forward to.
Very tight indeed. And it's often all about the starts. Well, starts and finishes, but a bit in between is important obviously. But getting a great start there in lane 5. Isabella Abernethy, she's the Aberdeen Dolphin.
Yeah.
Looking good at the moment. Also over in lane 7, Imogen Edwards.
Imogen Edwards, the Carnegie last, I think, might just have nailed this. She's got it flying at the end. Well done, Imogen. Very good time. That's a wee bit faster still. 31.23 for the 15-year-old. Takes just about a second off that entry time, Stuart. That's a good swim from her.
Great swim.
Emily Dickens, Katie Coventry, Anna Hartness, Fern Gray, Kira Gregg, Iona Casapidis, Rosie Heaps, Bronwyn Payne, Katie Lowe, Emma Silcock. 31.68 to 31.81. It's 1300s between them.
Yeah, that's
it's getting any easier.
Slightly more, not much, but yeah, lanes 1 and 7 at the moment. Katie Coventry, Bronwyn Payne out in front of the blocks.
Bronwyn Payne, I think, with the advantage swimmer from best.
Yeah.
And Katie Lowe beside her, Glenn Rothas, and Rosie Heaps. That is flying at the end in lane 4. Well, Bronwyn Payne just held on, 31.24. 100 slower than the previous heat. Katie Coventry 31.40 and Kira Gregg 31.50. Great swimmers, girls. Those three all improving on entry times. Nice to see that. Ola Miles, Ellen Denny, Maria Howe, Natalie Moody, Perry Scobie, Sophia Filoni, Lucy Diagrosa, Ella MacDonald, Abby Barnstable, Brooke Rogerson. 31.40 to 31.60. Well, a bit more leeway, 0.2 this one.
Yep. And they're starting to separate out. I mean, a whole 0.2 of a second should make it easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, great start there. 3, Natalie Moody.
Yeah, she's looking well.
She's we've already seen her doing well in the freestyle.
Perry Scobie coming through, and Sophia Filoni.
But Natalie Moody
Might
will
not
take
be
it.
the 1, 2, 3. It's very tight though. Well, yeah, that is the 1, 2, 3. Managed to get that one right, Stuart. Natalie Moody takes that 30.63. Great swim. Perry Scobie 31.15 and 31.28 for Sophia. All inside their entry time. That's all you can ask for. Well done, girls.
So it's heat 5, 0 to 9.
Kira Pemble, Alice Cumming, Alice Hall, Ella Chalmers, Gemma Brown, Anna Tichenko, Emma Finlay, Amelia Leslie, Alexandra Miller, and Alison Wood.
2 swimmers in the same time here, Robert. 4 and 5, 31.1. And they range through to 31.3, so 0.2 of a seconds again between first and last paper.
No, at the moment, very level. Maybe the far side, Alison Wood, but there's hardly anyone really charge who could take that one.
Alexandra Miller, the photos are looking good.
It's
I think she's possibly going to take this one.
Alexandra
Miller. Yep.
From lane 9, I think. Alison Wood in 4th, Alice Cumming takes 2nd, and Gemma Brown from Carnegie surging through in the middle lane to take 3rd, all up under 30 seconds. Cracking swims.
Yep.
And well done to Alexandra Miller from Falthouse Penguins.
6, Lauren Anderson, West Lothian. Zero Kate Flame first, Melanie Lau, South Aberdeen, Rosie Liston, City Glasgow, Katie Canberra, Aberdeen Dolphin, Kirsty Gilmer, South Lanark, Cheryl Lucy Stoves, Dundee, Erin Taylor Finns, Lisa Goodbrand, Ethan, Eva Gordon still in swim. And times here 30.66 through to 31.08.
Yeah, going well over on the far side in 6. Lucy Stoves, Erin Taylor. In 6 and 7, coming through strongly in 4 now is Katie Campbell, Aberdeen Dolphins. Oh, this is another tight one, Stuart.
I think Erin Taylor might be coming through to take it.
I think it's
finish.
7.46.
Yep.
Well, 7.64 on. Just getting those arms over. Certainly, Erin Taylor comfortably 30.66, 30.77. Lucy Stoves in 30.82. Katie Campbell.
Cracking finish there by Erin.
Yeah,
Come through
nailed it.
To heat 7.
Georgia Dickey, Amy Shields, Anna Green, Coco Croxford, Jessica Beaton, Catriona Stewart, Ashley Drake, Safina Machin, Sophie Kendall, and Ella Stevenson.
Tight one again, 31.5, 30.5. So, yep, it's going to be a tight one, but yeah. Lane 4, Jessica Beaton, off to a good start. Also lane 3, Coco Croxford. Coco now just moving herself in front of the rest.
On the far side, Safina Machin, Sophie Kendall, Ella Stevenson. Maybe for some of the minor places, but this one's nailed. Coco Croxford well clear. Over on the far side in 9, Ella Stevenson with a late surge, but this side, Amy Shields, Anna Green get that. Well, Coco Croxford, was she trying hard? Don't know, 29.64.
On paper, it's our best ever time.
Yeah,
so you
cracking.
think so? But,
she obviously is, because she'll be keen to get into that final. But,
I think that'll get her in.
Yeah, that will certainly get her in, no problem at all. Caitlin Urquhart, Charlotte Thompson, Gabby Freeman, Madison Cool, Helen Sturrock, Seren Talent, Natalie Marshall, Orla McInnes, Nuala Gow, Ailey Armstrong, 28.22 to 30.07.
First is 80 heat, Robert, so watch out for these middle lanes and look at lane 4 there, Helen Stoddart.
Yeah.
She's up to a great start. Inside her though, in lane 3, Madison Cool looking good, and also in 5, Seren Talentire.
I think Seren might nail this one. Well, not quite. It's Helen that just gets that. Well, she did actually nail it by 300ths. Got those arms over, spot on, Seren. 29.08, 29.11 for Helen. Natalie Marshall, 29.49.
Yeah, on to heat 9, Katie Rhodes, Susie McNair, Heidi Wren, Millicent Mainwaring, Ailey Robertson, Alice Mackey, Amber Stevenson, Eve Wood, Leila Weatherspoon, Louise Connell.
Well, bronze medalist in the 100 butterfly, Alice Mackey goes in this one, so hopefully
watch out for Ailey Robertson, she's a very strong 50
yeah,
fly swimmer as well. In the middle, she's off to a great
start.
start.
Great start from her. That's, dare I say it, won the heat.
Yeah, I would think so. But yeah, there's a few other swimmers in contention here. I know it's not. And for second place, I should say. I think Ailey's nailed on the first place quite clearly.
Alice Mackey, I think, is going to get second, Stuart, and it's tight for third. Lead 2, Heidi Wren. Alice Mackey 29.43, Heidi Wren 29.78, but Ailey Robertson, that was she was cruising. 20.
Well, I called it, Robert. She's been in cracking form. That 100 yesterday, she was way ahead at the 50 mark, and so going by that form, thought she would put some good swims across the pool there.
Ailsa,
her final heat.
Yeah, Ailsa Clubb, Zoe Crawford, Kirsty Breakin, Kiana Kirtzer, Drew McKenzie, Stella McCarty, Ellis Cousins, Isabel Wood, Emily Cumming, and Grace Courtney. Well, this one should be well within the scope of Drew McKenzie. Stella McCarty will give her a wee run for her money, but it's all about qualifying for tonight.
Yeah. And like the previous one, Robert, I think Drew's won it already. But yeah, looking at the second spot now, come through well in line 2.
Kiana Kirtzer coming through along with Kirsty Breakin. As you see, Drew McKenzie, Stella McCarty, and I think in 2, Kirsty Breakin, just ahead of Kiana Kirtzer, 28.25. That looked again fairly comfortable for Drew. Right, that is the end of the butterfly. We'll maybe get our breath back, Stuart. 100 breaststroke. We've still got a fair bit to catch up on. Seren Talentine, Ellie Louise Kennedy, Madeline Patterson, Grace Hannock, Katie Terr, Sydney Boyd, Eve Quinn, Ella McGilmurray, Sophie Carruthers, Victoria Weir, Macy Carty and Millie Barton are our 2 reserves.
Conor Christopheros and Finlay Geddes. The reserves are Jed Armitage and James Geddes.
I may well have read these out already, but
yeah, I think we still took the last.
Yeah, we have. It's
Liam Gorszynski, Jack Doherty Simpson, Edward Bell, Adam Scott, Logan Jackson.
It's the backstroke we need to do. 50 back. Dean Fern, Jensen Norris, Jacob Light, Corey Phillip, Canish Chakraborty, Carl MacArthur, Ishmael Shalaby, Adam Prusick, Conor Christophers and Finlay Geddes, Jed Armitage and James Geddes. Reserves: Owie Boyd, Logan Van der Meulen, Liam Gorszynski, Jack Doherty Simpson, Edward Bell, Adam Scott, Logan Jackson, Tom Armitage, Jaden Chan and Nathan Wilson. Richard Laws, Benji Jeffries are 2 reserves, and our older age group: Stefan Kravitz, Lucas Brown, Geir Van der Meulen, Andy Boyd, Vigo Savage, Ewan Beattie, Travis Davey, Owen Williamson, William Storer, Kieran Lennox and Brodie Gordon Gibson are 2 reserves. So that's you up to date with the boys finalists. We've one more lot to give you, which we'll do just in a moment. That's the girls' butterfly. Seren Talentine, Kirsty Breakin, Kiana Kirtzer, Coca Coxford, Gabby Freeman, Madison Cool, Eve Wood, Leila Weatherspoon, Natalie Moody and Alice Cumming. Reserves: Ailsa Clubb and Amelia Leslie. I'll give you the remaining finalists in a few minutes, Stuart, as we move on to our boys' event. 800 freestyle in lane 1, Alex Taylor, East Lothian swim team. 1 is Ross Anderton, also the East Lothian swim team. 2, Tom Jeffers, round 96. 3 is Ewan Mitchell, South Lanarkshire. Teammate Thomas Traynor goes in 4. 5, Jake Ferguson from first. 6, Finlay Watson from South Lanarkshire. 7 is Toby Bullock, Midlothian. 8, Ian Weir, Dundee City Aquatics. And in lane 9, also from Geary, is Enniscow. Or rather, the first one from Geary. We'll have more from Geary to follow. 9:14:30 through to 9:48.14. So wide range of entry times. Split that first 100 1:03.64 for Thomas Traynor, who has the fastest entry time.
Yeah, but just about a second. Thomas Traynor over Jake Ferguson. Thomas Traynor, also we saw him in the 1500 free. He took a silver there.
Yep.
So he's
got good form over these distances.
Yep, absolutely. And he does turn first at the 150 mark. Thomas pacing there around about 108, 109 at the moment.
Yeah. You look for also the East Lothian swimmer Ross Anderton to be there or thereabouts. Currently 4th 15-year-old. He should do pretty well in this one.
Ferguson a good bit back at the moment. Maybe he's going to wind up as time goes on.
2:12.98 for Thomas at the 200 mark.
Decent start here, and yeah, out there in lane 8, Ewan Weir. And alongside him, he's got company there, Toby Bullock, the Lothian swimmer. So these boys swimming together, almost stroke for stroke. Thomas Traynor there, he's in front. So we've got Finlay Geddes, Ross Anderton, Tom Jeffords, Toby Bullock, Ewan Weir and Scow of 15 along with Jake Ferguson. And then Ewan Mitchell, Thomas Traynor and Dan Hall in the 16-year-old category. So yeah, there's a race within a race as well.
Yes, top 3, as you say, Stuart, in all these age group categories will be presented with medals at the end of the session. It's one of the few heat declared events that take place, and the 1500 for both the boys and the girls.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cruel to put them to 2 of these in one day. So yeah, so this is a final for all these boys. Thomas Traynor looking very good at the moment.
Yeah, he's gone up pretty steadily, somewhere around a 69-second splits.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, he's just pacing a wee bit inside his entry time, and if he can just keep this strong pace going, might give him a chance of getting very close to 9 minutes.
Just eased up a wee bit. That last 50. Robert, I heard you talking about the uphill and downhill parts of the pool. So is this him swimming uphill now?
This is the downhill bit.
This is the downhill, sorry. Yeah, I got it wrong. Yeah. So uphill all the way.
Yeah, he was red mark was 35.10.
Oh, there you go. That's correct.
34.62. So we'll.
So yeah, 35, 34. So yeah, 109 and 10 pacing.
As you say, the pace just dropped a wee bit there. That was a high 69, 69.72. So we're pacing around about 9:10 at the moment, as we've gone halfway. They always say at the halfway mark, take the time, double it, and add maybe something like 6 to 8 seconds, and you won't be a million miles out, assuming that they keep that same steady pace going throughout.
Yep. Sometimes they can surprise us a wee bit just in the final stretch if they just dig in and speed up there. But the two 15-year-olds there in 7 and 8.
Yeah,
Toby Bullock and Weir having a good little contest.
Yeah, it's good to see the two together. They'll push one another on, and they'll know that because they're in the same age group category, there may be a medal at stake, because in the next heat there are two 15-year-olds, Gregor Ross and Oscar Churnside, and in the last heat there are no 50-year-olds.
Yes.
So there is actually a medal up for grabs between those two lads over there, Toby Bullock and Ewan Weir. There's at least a bronze.
Top at least two.
It's a guaranteed bronze. Yep.
And I'm sure they'll be aware of that before the race. So
they certainly would be.
And they've got times around about, well, Toby Bullock's a 9:27.80, Ewan Weir's a 9:31.6. They're pacing well ahead of that at the moment.
point.
Yeah, they are actually flying, the two boys. I think they'll keep this going. The best part of maybe 10 seconds inside that pace.
Yeah, you can probably look across the pool and just about see Thomas there ahead of them, so maybe he's a good pace setter to pull them along. It's difficult to know in these outside lines just how far across you can see or how much you would notice that. I think there's just a wee bit of water now opening up between 2 and 3, so Toby Bullock, he's made a bit of a move there, he's gained about a second over Ewan in that last 50, and he is just making a little move forward, doesn't like the company too much, wants to get out there on his own in second.
Well, that was the slowest split, virtually 70 seconds, almost bang on 70 seconds, so we're certainly pacing just inside his entry time now, which is no mean feat given that he's got no one beside him to push him on, Thomas. But that's certainly helping the Midlothian lad Toby Bullock, Stuart. You can see that when he gets out the turn that his rival Ewan Weir is 2 or 3 body lengths further back.
Yeah, and he's making up ground here on Thomas Traynor. Thomas South Lanarkshire, I think we said this yesterday, Robert, they produce some good long distance freestyle swimmers, and they have over the years, South Lanarkshire, and particularly East Kilbride, and both in the males and females. So some great long distance female swimmers spring to mind as well from 2 or 3 years back.
Yeah.
Nicky Miller.
Nicky Miller certainly at this meet, I think way back about 8 years ago, 1500, 800, 400 freestyle champion.
This is a really good finish to this race actually between these two, Thomas Traynor, Toby Bullock. So Thomas Traynor thought he had it all his own way.
We're setting a race on for the actual heat. There's nothing much in it, as you say, Stuart. Barely a tenth of a second, and you kind of think that the Midlothian lad is going to take this one. 15-year-old from Midlothian, but Thomas Traynor's got the bit between his teeth again, but Toby is going to take this one. A cracking swim from the Midlothian lad. Well done to Toby Bullock. What a time, 9:07.71.
Great time. So that's 20 seconds, over 20 seconds off entry.
Yeah.
Toby Bullock, what a time there. Great swimming. Tactically, very, very clever there. You know, made his move at the right time, and then he still had something left at the finish. So Thomas Traynor, good time for him, 9:08.16 again, 6 seconds under entry.
Well,
and Ewan Weir as well.
I didn't get the split at the halfway for Toby Bullock, but the split halfway 4:31, so if we assume that he was about 3 or 4 seconds behind the leader at the halfway mark, call it 4:35, that's a negative split. So we've talked about negative splits. I think that's one of the few ones we've had, maybe the very first one at Snags this week, where you go slow in the first half and you go a damn sight faster in the second half, and that certainly was the case with Toby. Cracking swim.
He just thought to himself, this is easier than I thought it would be, so he sped up, you know. But I mean, he's actually, when you look at across the other two 15-year-olds to come, so we've got Gregor Ross 9:13 on entry, and then we've got Oscar Trinside 9:06, so just 9:06.5, a second ahead on entry. That's going to be really close for that gold medal.
And don't discount Ewan Weir, 9:14.79, gives him an outside chance, perhaps of a bronze if one or even both these lads to come don't swim significantly faster than their entry times. We'll keep an eye on that as we progress through our second of the two heats. Our second heat has the aforementioned Gregor Ross in 0 from City Glasgow, 1 Ewan Jones West Lothian swim team, or swim West Lothian rather, 2 Owen Williamson East Lothian swim team, 3 Jacob Boot Elgin, 4 Zach Slater East Lothian swim team, 5 Fraser Tetlow, 6 James Bodie, 7 Oscar Chirnside, all from Geary. 8, Greg Hall, University of Aberdeen Performance, and 9, Taylor Sinclair from Elgin. Well, 9:01 to 9:14:06, so it's all very tight on entry. And
good start in 2 there, Owen Williamson. Yeah, he's looking good at the moment. He's Lothian swimmer.
I think he's Haddington based. Duncan will correct me if he's not, but certainly that's the club I think that Owen is based at.
Yeah, so he's Lothian, taking a few clubs for the national events. So yeah, Owen Williamson off to a good start. So the split there, 1:02:03. So that's a good bit quicker. Did you get that split in the first heat, Robert? No, it was 1:03, so I think it was. So faster than the first heat so far.
So it's inside 1:03:60. He's gone out pretty well.
Yep, so we're looking good there. Inside Oscar, James Body as well. He's sitting in second place. James, the 16-year-old geary swimmer.
We'll give you some more finalists. That last 2 butterfly finalists for the 16-year-old category: Ailey Robertson, Helen Stoddart, Zoe Crawford, Heidi Wren, Charlotte Thompson, Susie McNair, Alexandra Miller, Ola McInnes, Caitlin Urquhart and Gemma Brown. Alison Wood, Georgia Dickey are 2 reserves. And in the older age category, Drew McKenzie, Stella McCarty, Alice Mackey, Natalie Marshall, Melissa Mainwaring, Elias Cousins, Anna Green, Mula Gow, Amy Shields, Katie Rose, Erin Taylor and Bella Stevenson are our 2 reserves. 200, 209.86. Oscar Chirnside 211.91 is certainly in gold medal position. Gregor Ross 214.34. At the moment it looks as though he might just be shading second, but he'll have to keep that pace going pretty strongly. So the Glasgow swimmer.
Yeah, looking good at the moment. Oscar in lane 7 there, our leading 15-year-old at this stage. And yeah, Oscar Chirnside has had a very good week so far. He took the gold in the 1500 free, so he's also the favourite for the 800 free. So a very good long distance freestyle swimmer, Oscar. And he also took the silver in the 400, so he's looking good just now. You wouldn't think that he would slow up based on his, the way that he normally swims these events, Robert.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the 3 geary boys, second, third and fourth up, have a good scrap battling one another to see who's going to get bragging rights in this second heat. We still have Ben McLaughlin, another geary swimmer, so great to see geary with 5 swimmers taking part in this.
Absolutely. And, James Body, different colour of cap, same club. He's got a sort of blue and yellow, the rest have got a yellow and blue. But yeah, they will push each other on, and I'm sure they swim together regularly, probably on a daily basis, I'd imagine. So they'll be used to seeing each other in the pool. But yeah, really good strong swim here.
They're looking good, yeah.
James Body particularly here, but yeah, James is the 16-year-old. Oscar Chirnside 15. Fraser Tetlow 17. So all different age categories. 3 geary boys.
Pace now a wee bit over the 9-minute mark, and we wonder if James Body is going to get in front of Owen Williamson. Some of Haddington-based swimmers swimming for East Lothian swim team.
Lothian swimmer Owen Williamson still in the lead, but it's down to 500ths of a second now.
Yeah.
So he's lost a bit of pull there. James Body James now coming up on his shoulder, just a few lanes across.
A little bit too quick.
And
As he has been
I don't look as if he's going to let up either.
Yeah, I don't want to preempt, but Oscar Chirnside, I think, will be the gold medalist, Stuart, in that 15-year-old age category.
I'll stick my neck out and say the same thing, Robert.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have any problems with that one. But change of leader.
Yeah, Silver still fairly close.
I'll give you a wee update on that. Once Gregor Ross passes the post, 5:45, well, I'm going to stick my neck out and say that Gregor Ross won't get a medal.
Okay, so the silver and bronze possibly from the first heat?
Yeah, silver and bronze from the first heat, Toby Bullock and Ewan Weir, but Gregor might
spring into action.
He might pull something out the fire, but he's really got to pull something out the fire. He might just sneak a bronze, but I don't see him getting silver anyway.
Owen Williamson now nudged down into third place in this heat. So it's the two Geary boys out in front here.
Don't discount Oscar Chirnside actually maybe taking this one.
Oscar is hanging on to James Body and he's not letting him go. So there's James Body, Oscar Chirnside. As you say, Robert, I think having your teammate right next to you will help in these events.
Yeah. All these lads do an awful lot of open water. I know I've mentioned that throughout the 5 days. Oscar Chirnside was awarded the Ian Prentice Memorial Trophy as the top junior swimmer last year in the open water, and I'm not going to say that he's going to beat his teammate, but he'll give it everything, and I know I'm looking forward to seeing all these swimmers from Geary, both the boys and the girls, taking part in these events over the course of this summer.
Yeah, when the good weather comes in. We do get good weather in Scotland, don't we?
We always get good weather for the open water events.
Time for the 16-year-olds.
Well, the bell is about to come for both of them.
So, there goes the bell there, and this has just sprung both the top swimmers into a bit more life. Not that they weren't already awake and having fantastic swims, but look at this, an increase in pace from James Body, and James has now opened up a little bit of water between himself and Oscar. Oscar is still looking strong though, and he will no doubt take this gold medal in the 15-year-old category.
Well, Gregor Ross 8:07 is really going to be flying at the end if he wants to sneak in and get that bronze. 9:14.79 is what he's got to do at the moment.
Being followed by Oscar Chirnside.
Well, he's got to come back in about a 33.
Yeah, and
it might be done, but
just keep in mind the clock. Wondering if these boys were going to break the 9 minutes. It's not going to quite be that, but they're.
Well, James Body, Oscar Chirnside, that's the 1-2, and coming in very strongly to finish in third place. Owen Williamson, keep your eye on the clock now. Gregor Ross, well, he's just gone past it, 9:15.12. Well, we stuck our neck out, Stuart, and Gregor Ross, subject to everything being checked and confirmed, I think just misses out.
Yep. Oscar Chirnside, 1300ths quicker than entry, so a fraction,
that's
and it was enough to get the gold medal, it looks like, by a second over Toby Bullock.
Yeah, just a fraction fast, that's what he had to do.
Yep. So good swim there.
Good swim from both the boys, well done. And well done to Toby Bullock, taking 20 seconds off and getting potential silver medal.
Yep. And Ewan Weir into bronze position, it looks like, 15-year-old category.
Yeah.
This should be a good final heat. Lane 0, William Shepherd, Perth City. 1, Kai Connolly, City of Glasgow. 2, Finlay Davis from Midlothian. 3, Scott Fleming, South Lanarkshire. 4, Finn Drysdale, Perth City. 5, Luke Hornsey, East Lothian, 6 Ben McLaughlin, Geary, 7 Jack Simpson, South Lanarkshire, 8 Nathan Campbell, Stirling Swim, 9 James Burnett from Warrender Bass. So it's pretty close on entry across these middle lanes. At Finn Drysdale, 8:31.03, Luke Hornsey 8:33.80, not far behind Scott Fleming, 8:39. So a close contest, I feel, this one.
Yeah. Nice to see the likes of Finlay Davis from Midlothian having a go at this as well. Winner at 400 IM. And, he's already had a swim earlier in the 200 IM, as has quite a few of these lads.
Yep. Finn Drysdale, the favourite for this, took the silver in the 1500.
Very strongly, 59.13.
Luke Hornsey took gold in 1500, so on paper it's going to reverse round, but it's only 2 seconds between them, so
yeah, not a lot.
We'll see what order they come.
Yeah.
Sticking up with them there.
Of course,
Scott Fleming, he's a
Scott Fleming also will be there, as Scott and Luke were second and first respectively. Luke winning this event last year.
Yeah, Scott
and Drysdale will be big strong fancy, 5th at British Championships, Swimmers Championships, Perth swimmer, and that's where his entry time from last year, last time comes 8:31.03.
Hornsey and Scott Fleming, obviously they were moving up from 16 to 17, 18 this year, and whereas Finn has had a year at the skates category already. So yeah, these 3 are looking strong at the moment. Going well also out in lane 8 there, sorry, lane 7 I should say, Jack Simpson. He's in 4th position.
Could we please have a coach from Cooper to the recorder's desk? That's a coach
looking good at the front there.
To the recorder's desk.
Luke Hornsey from East Lothian. We only got half a body length between Luke and Finn Drysdale as they turn, and the pace in there, you can see.
On track to go faster than those entry times. But as you say, some of these entry times.
And we're not actually going to have a swim off in the 100 metre breaststroke as we thought we might do. So after this event, we'll have our relays, and then that'll be the finish of the session.
Yeah, that's good.
So
keep an eye on Kai Connolly and James Burnett, of course, in the 16-year-old category, shoot wrist, all really vying for gold. That's the 3 protagonists at the head of affairs: Luke Hornsey, Scott Fleming, Finn Drysdale.
Look at Scott there, he made a big move there in the previous 50, gained about 2 seconds, and he's now moved into the lead. So Scott Fleming making his move in this section of the race.
Done it early.
So he's
expect Luke Hornsey and Finn Drysdale potentially to react to this. But Scott Fleming has certainly peaked in a marker at this early stage.
Yep, so not quite at the halfway mark, but yet through the middle section of this race he's making his move, and we'll see if this pays off. This is something he's planned before as part of his race plan. So yeah, a bit of body length up now, and that split there as we come in there, that's a 4:13.59. He's covered the last 100 in about 1:05, so he's really up to pace there. But we see a reaction now over in lane 5 from Luke Hornsey. He's spotted Scott, and he thinks I better start increasing my stroke here and powering up to move back to the front. So yeah, definitely a response there from Luke Hornsey.
Middle 200 there. Luke Hornsey
he's up to space. You can see that over the last 50 split there. He's taking a couple of seconds back. So it's Luke Hornsey, Scott Fleming, and Finn Drysdale. 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
Scott Fleming still holding his own.
So this will be interesting.
Well, Luke Hornsey certainly reacted. Can Scott Fleming do likewise.
I feel that Finn Drysdale's going to dig deep at some point and try and push forward as well. We'll see what happens here. So still Luke Hornsey, Scott Fleming, Finn Drysdale. And Luke Hornsey just again pushing forward at that 500 mark, just pushing through this 50. Scott as well, again up in the pace slightly.
James Burnett and Kai Connolly both potentially still maybe vying as first and second in that 16-year category. It's going to be very tight though. I think James Burnett certainly looking good for gold. It's a question of what colour the medal could be for Kai Connolly if he can keep this going.
James Burnett over the far side, right the far side in lane 9. The red cap there, Wonder. Kai Connolly in lane 1, so second closest, just a wee bit further behind.
I kind of think that Finn Drysdale and potentially Scott Fleming, if they want to have any opportunity of clawing this back, they've got to move very, very quickly because the gap has grown significantly. That was a very, very good last 100 from Luke. 64.79, going faster and faster. Really picked this up quite significantly. We're pacing probably virtually bang on 8:30 here.
Yeah, that would be slightly under entry if he keeps this going. But yeah, he made that move between sort of 500, 550 particularly up the pace.
Yeah, and you can see 31.77, 33.04, 33.08. It's all about second and third here. Finn and Scott. Luke Hornsey's got this one well wrapped up now. It's a question of can he get virtually bang on an 8:30 in this one.
Yeah, look what we got now. And he's going to add this to his tally. 400 free and 1500 free already under his belt.
He did an 8:24.58 recently at the championships, but I think he finished maybe 9th or 11th somewhere. But this one's looking all done and dusted now.
Yeah, let's see if Scott Fleming can dig deep here and catch Finn Drysdale. He's really, you can see that both these boys are so determined to get this silver.
Yeah.
And it's really not going to be much in it. It's going to be down to the last 100 metre for them. And I think possibly Scott's gained a touch over that previous 50. He's got the momentum with him.
Well, I'm not sure whether Kai Connolly's going to be in that medal position now. He's dropped that the pace, so it's. I think James Burnett will be gold.
Yep.
Thomas Traynor potentially bronze. And
look at this from Scott Fleming. He's making a charge.
Yeah, Scott Fleming with a late surge, but Luke Hornsey gets inside the 30, and this is tight. Scott Fleming, I think, is going to get this.
Get it. Oh, Scott Fleming.
Well done, Scott Fleming. He was really determined to get that silver, getting the arms over that wee bit faster than Finn, and great sportsmanship from both the boys.
I'll be absolutely delighted with that sub-30 final 50 metres.
Well done, lads.
To take the silver medal. Great finish, Scott and Finn.
James Burnett will be gold, I'm sure, in the 16-year-old category. Kai Connolly just coming in a moment. I think he's going to miss out by a few seconds. Yep, we'll confirm that, but that was some swim from Luke Hornsey.
Yeah, very impressive.
28.06. I'm sure he could have been faster than that, Stuart, but it was all about the three lads sticking with them at the beginning and controlling the race, which he did very, very effectively.
Certainly did. So very exciting. 800 free there as we move on to the girls 17 and over 4x2.
Just quickly confirm the 1, 2, 3: Oscar Churnside, Toby Bullock and Ewan Weir in the 15s. In the 16s, James Burnett, James Bodie, Thomas Traynor, with Kai Connolly just missing out. And you've seen it, Luke Hornsey, Scott Fleming, Finn Drysdale. As you were saying, Stuart.
Yes, on to the relays, the 4x2 300. 300? It's been a long morning.
Is it three heats? Yeah.
free. 200 free.
200 free.
Relay. So 9 teams, or 10 teams in this one, from 0 through to 9. We've got from Highland, Mary Barber, Geary, Nuala Gow, Stirling Swim, Melissa Turnbull, City of Glasgow, Amy Shields, University of Stirling, Florence Tinsley, University of Aberdeen Performance, Mary Mirishenko, Wanda Bass, Katie Rose, City of Glasgow, Kira Davidson, Eithin, Ailey Galt, and South Aberdeenshire we've got Alice Hall in this first leg of this relay. So that was an interesting one, the 200 metre relays. 4x200 I should say.
Yes. What do you do with it? Of course this is a qualifier for the British, but sometimes do you put out your fastest swimmer in the beginning, or do you put your fastest swimmer at the anchor leg at the end, or you put your 2 fastest swimmers in the middle? It's it's very much but the tactics at times.
The traditional way would be you put your fastest swimmer last, wouldn't it?
It normally would be,
Sometimes they'll be vying to try and get a time, as a first swim, so that can sometimes affect the running order as well. But yeah, all A teams here except City Glasgow, it's their B team in 7. Good start there in 5. So it's in 4 I should say, University of Stirling, and it's Florence Tinsley, 21-year-old. So these relays we're not restricted to 17-18, it can go 17 and above.
Yep.
Unity of Aberdeen and City of Glasgow, it was Unity of Aberdeen who won the 4x100 freestyle.
These are the only relays that do not count for points. It's the nationals. All the relays for the 16 and under age groups are double points, but nothing for the older age groups. I think there's partly 2 reasons for it. One, obviously, older swimmers for the British Championships, and maybe also the fact that some of the smaller clubs will struggle to get 4 swimmers in that 17-18-year-old category.
And University of Stirling now hand over to Lauren Bradley Holt, 19-year-old Lauren, and along next to Lauren and overtaking her in lane 4 here. Lane 5 is Anna Green. Let me reverse that again. Yeah, it's Anna Alcaraz.
Yeah.
So many names that we've got to try and glance and take into our brain here.
I'll give you the rest. Warner with Anna Green, City Glasgow B with Victoria Niven, Eithin with Ella Chambers, South Aberdeenshire with Sophia Dea, Orange Zero Highland with Kira Bain, Geary with Catherine Bodie, Stirling with Cara Gordon, and City Glasgow's A team Ella Stevenson. It's the 2 university teams, Stirling and Aberdeen Performance. Aberdeen Performance at the moment with the advantage.
Strong first half there by Gala Alcaraz in Aberdeen. She's moved clear now, so Aberdeen, Stirling, and in 3rd place City Glasgow A. City Glasgow A team swimmer is Ella Stevenson, so she's going well, coming up in lane 6 as well, as Warren does Anna Green. So a bit of water opening up now between the teams from 1 to 4. University of Aberdeen, University of Stirling.
Just beginning to open up a bigger gap, Stuart.
So these 2 university teams at the front here, they look to be battling each other to take this one.
The Stirling team on paper are about 10 seconds faster, but at the moment it might well be that Aberdeen Performance have front-loaded their fastest swimmers. We'll wait and see. Kaelin Hall goes in for Aberdeen Performance. Stirling with Elena Morgan. City Glasgow with Stella McCarthy. Warrender with Alex Coy. Other teams, Elizabeth Morgan for Highland, Geary have Iona Leishman, Stirling have Tara Montgomery, City Glasgow B, Amelia Cochrane, Alicia Goodbrand for Eithin, and South Aberdeenshire with Orla Miles.
Not much between 3rd and 4th. Alex Hoy could catch Stella McCarthy if she puts a good shift in here, but we'll see.
As we're on to the second 50 of leg number 3.
But yep, still University of Aberdeen in front. Not by too much.
Kaylin Hall.
First 100 from both these girls. Kaylin Hall.
Just
Helena Morgan.
incredibly clear of Elena Morgan, University of Stirling.
As I said, Kaylin Hall, distance
Good first half there, Elena Morgan. She's made up the water
Certainly
and she's
has.
gone level. So it's neck and neck now between Aberdeen and Stirling.
Yeah, gained almost a second there. There's not much in it now. Virtually together.
These girls they must love coming back here to do these relays. Sure. And response here now from Stirling. Oh, yeah, just kind of pushing away now. And Aberdeen need to respond. So, Kaylin Hall looks as if she's maybe just been left behind slightly.
You can see City Glasgow now coming up. They're well clear now in third place, so they're looking good for bronze. And this one looks as though it's all over by the shouting here, Stuart.
Yep. Still McCarthy with a very strong leg here for City Glasgow. But yeah, what a swim here from University of Stirling's Elena Morgan, and she'll hand over to Vicky Russell. So we said Robert fastest usually last, so she probably won't be caught. I would not think. She's well clear now, so University of Stirling.
So Vicky Russell for Stirling and Mary Wood for Aberdeen. Other teams, Highland, Niamh Carey, Joanna McKenzie for Geary, Stirling with Isabel Wood, City Glasgow, Drew McKenzie, Warner with Natasha Simpson, City Glasgow B with Hannah Edmondson, Erin Curry for Ithan, and South Aberdeenshire, Sarah Kay.
Yeah, I can't see the positions changing for 1, 2 and 3. So really good relay performance here from University of Stirling. So entry for them, 8:23.38. And for Aberdeen, 8:37.58. So we'll keep an eye on where we are with that as they go into the final 100.
It's a question of, can Drew McKenzie even claw something back? And
maybe she is.
An interesting last 50 for the silver. I think there could be half a chance here, Stuart.
Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon here, saying we know 1, 2, 3 because Drew McKenzie is making up ground here on University of Aberdeen. So Drew McKenzie versus Mary Wood. Take the silver.
Yeah. Certainly University of Stirling because though they have this one.
Yeah, Drew McKenzie is clawing that back with every stroke here. So Mary Wood needs to respond here to secure the silver for Aberdeen. But you know, I think maybe University of Stirling are also maybe just tiring up. Just a touch.
Yeah, tying up a wee bit.
Yeah.
Can't see Drew McKenzie closing that.
It's all bunched up here.
There is half a chance though. She's certainly going to get silver, but she may actually get gold because Stirling University are really just plodding on here.
She's going to need to dig deep here, but you can't see it happening. Drew McKenzie's come right back from third place into first, and City of Glasgow are going to take it. What a final leg there by Drew McKenzie. She proved us all wrong, Robert. City of Glasgow take it, University of Stirling second, University of Aberdeen performance third. So Stirling and Aberdeen just tired there in the final stretch, final 100.
Yeah, it could just be that some of the swimmers maybe weren't available that they would have liked to have put in, so they've had to put in a few substitutes, the two university teams, with it being the Easter holidays. But City of Glasgow, of course, having a full quota of slightly younger swimmers, 17, 18-year-olds, good number of swimmers to pull from. Biggest club really in Scotland, City of Glasgow, something like 250 plus members. So they have a wide range to pull in and do this.
And that was the only that was a heat and final there, so that's the gold, silver and bronze.
Yeah, to be fair, Amy Shields, a very, very useful freestyler, as is Stella McCarthy and Drew McKenzie, all very fast over 200. And handy to have someone like Ella Stevenson to throw in there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. She more than played her part there in that relay.
Yeah.
And they'll all be up on the podium after the next set of relays. There's 3 heats in the next one, so we'll have the 4x200 and it's the 14 to 16 year olds age group.
So 7 teams in this one, Stuart.
Yep, Dumfries, Geary, and Aquatic, Kintyre, University of Aberdeen Performance, Inverclyde and East Lothian. So going from 1 through to 7.
Fabulous to see Kintyre doing this.
Yep. Great to see them put a relay in here.
In fact, they've got 4 swimmers, or at least 4 swimmers in that age group that have entered, I think, individual events. All of these girls, I think, have done some individual events. You don't, of course, need to be doing an individual event to take part in the relay. You can be part of the team. So we'll wish Kintyre all the very best. We wish all the teams good luck. It'd be nice to see Kintyre take the first of the 3 heats, wouldn't it, Stuart?
Yeah, would indeed. They're the favourites by a couple of seconds on paper.
Yeah.
So it's Evie Judge who leads them off, and the other teams, it's Daisy Kelly for Dumfries, Ellen Denny from Geary, Juliet Kidd and D City Aquatics, Easy Judge, as I said, from Kintyre, Lucy Morgan, University of Aberdeen Performance, Abby McInerney from Inverclyde, and from East Lothian it's Anna Lawson. Fairly close, but it's a good start over there. On the outside, Anna Lawson, East Lothian swimmer. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes. It's 200 each. You know, it's a
again, it's a question of don't go out flying in the first 50. Keep plenty in the tank, especially for the third 50, and finish strongly to give a good takeover for your next colleague going in.
So the 100 mark, it's Geary in the lead. So Ellen Denny going out well for Geary there in the first 100 metres, in the first half of her leg. Second Inverclyde, and third Kintyre. So maybe some of these teams will put their fastest out first, sometimes last. So it could all change about here, but yeah, there's good lead here at the moment from Geary, but you know, no one's out of this at this early stage.
As we say, there's points up for grabs in this one. Don't expect any of these teams in the slowest heat to be anywhere in the mix for points. It's all about trying to win the heat. And at the moment, Geary well clear. The rest of the field, all pretty close. Inverclyde just a boy length clear of the rest of the teams over that side. East Lothian, University of Aberdeen B and Kintyre. Good leg for Geary though. So Geary will have Ella Reid. The other teams, Dumfries, Millie Convin, Dundee City Aquatics, Phoebe Sampson. Then for Kintyre, Niamh Quinn, University of Aberdeen Performance B and 5, Eva Smith, Inverclyde with Betty Fisher-Keogh in 6 and 7, East Lothian Swim B, Caitlin Peebles.
Ella Reid for taking over where Ellen Denny left off for Geary. So good start here, over in lane 6 as well. Inverclyde's Betty Fisher-Keogh out very fast, and she's in a clear second at the moment. So that turn there, it's Geary, and then Inverclyde. It's quite close for third at the moment.
Yeah, not much between 3 teams. East Lothian, Aberdeen Performance B and Kintyre.
Aberdeen Performance B maybe making a wee move here.
Well, at the moment, Geary still well clear. That I think that gap has shrunk a bit.
I think it has. And just turning in third. It looks like Indeed, I don't think I'm seeing everything on the screen, but just looking over at the pool, as if it might now be the team in 7. So that's East Lothian, moved into 3rd place. There's still a good strong swim here from Geary. They're well out in front now.
Dundee City Aquatics just trying to pull back to get in the mix here. And certainly Dundee City Aquatics with Phoebe Sampson.
Yeah,
going pretty well. They've got themselves up into 5th place. And Kintar just dropping back perhaps into 6th. Well, it's closed down a wee bit here, not by much, but it's still Geary well clear. So the handovers for the 3rd leg, Dumfries, Brooke Rogers will have Eva Service. Geary will have Tessa Boyd. Dundee City Aquatics, Riley McIntosh, Kintyre, Hannah Miller. Aberdeen Performance B, Amber Littlejohn, Inverclyde with Lucy McLaughlin, and East Lothian Swim B with Ella Hooton.
Yeah, we'll look at that in a second now. Lane 5, University of Aberdeen Performance B team, Amber Littlejohn. She's trying to fight up into 2nd place there, but just holding her off is Inverclyde swimmer Lucy McLaughlin. So Inverclyde A, University of Aberdeen Performance B, very close for 2nd, but still Geary out in front. Geary swimmer Tessa Boyd taking this leg. See if Geary can keep.
They've just opened up a bigger gap now.
Geary doing very well this week, Robert. Across the pool, they've been good in the team board as well. Have we got the points somewhere, haven't we? We can maybe try and go through these at some point. The proceedings.
Yeah, maybe give them to everyone this afternoon.
Yeah.
I think it was a wee problem getting them compiled first thing this morning. To the moment, Geary are motoring and going further and further away. It doesn't look like anyone's going to catch them now with about 270 metres to go. We've still got another handover.
Yeah, you would think so.
We've got to just keep this momentum going. University of Aberdeen B team still making or trying to make a bit of headway here. 38-77 a split. Aberdeen Performance B.
Yeah.
38-33. Well, they've clawed back a little bit, but it's fairly insignificant at the moment. Geary pretty steady. It's a good advantage they have over the rest of the field. Some 6 seconds.
Good leg here by Riley McIntosh and Dundee City Aquatics. 14-year-old. She's potentially moving to the 3rd spot here.
Yeah, she's the only one that's actually made a move. Ella Murray will go in for them, and she'll have something to chase, which she'll love to do. Dumfries, Brooke Rogerson, Isla Garden for Geary, Dundee City Aquatics, Ella Murray, Emma Miller for Kintyre, Tia Aiken, University of Aberdeen B, Inverclyde, Ailey Melrose, and Christy Seavright, East Lothian Swim Team. Well, at the moment it's Aberdeen Performance in 2nd, Dundee City Aquatics in 3rd. At the moment, Geary still with a good advantage.
Well, look at Tia Aiken, she's making up some pull here.
Yeah, 31-59. Well, Aberdeen Performance pulled back best part of a second or so. Dundee City Aquatics hanging in there for 3rd at the moment.
Yeah. And see what happens over the last 100, but it's not completely out of reach. The gold medal. Sorry, the 1st position, as you say, in this heat.
Geary might be hanging on with 50 to go here, Stuart. Geary are now just ahead.
Yeah, not much at all.
37-34. That's another over a second taken out of that, and Ella Murray also going a wee bit faster as well. If she can really motor, she might fancy her chances of getting past both of them. This now looks good for Aberdeen Performance B. They're going to go past Geary. If Ella Murray can just get almost on the coattails of Ella Garden, she might think she's got half a chance.
Tia Aitken, University of Aberdeen, has now moved up into the lead. So University of Aberdeen now Geary.
Geary with a 41, Aberdeen Performance with almost a 38, and Dundee City Aquatics going a wee bit faster. Well, Dundee City Aquatics have gone second. Can Ella Murray find something special with 30 to go? She's motoring. Well, I did say that if she has something to chase, she would have a wee chance, and it's more than a wee chance. Ella Murray from Dundee City Aquatics is giving it everything down the final 10. Ella Murray is going to get Dundee City Aquatics home by a massive margin of a body length. Well done to Dundee City Aquatics. Another cracking finish in that very first heat. Dundee City Aquatics, that's just their B team, so what can they serve up with the A team?
These relays keep us guessing, don't they? The last one, the 17 and over, we said City of Glasgow were out of it, ended up winning.
33-23, 36.
Dundee came from third.
Yep. What a finish. Took over 3.5 seconds out of that in that last 50, and she needed to do that. Needed to find a good 3 seconds to get past. Unfortunately, disqualification. Lane 1 for a technical infraction in that last heat.
No, kept all the excitement for the last leg there.
Yeah.
Again.
But that's what we want.
Yeah, that's right.
Lots of excitement right at the death.
So we're on to heat 2 of 3 in the relays.
Okay, Dundee City Aquatics A, Darcy Reid. City Glasgow D, Eva Ross. This is their C team, Daisy McInnes in 2. The Penguins from Falthouse, Ellen McPhee go in 3. First with Zuzia Smith in 4. Dumfries, Georgia Dickey in 5. Best, Amy Rowanson in 6. Swimming Estonian, Lauren Anderson in 7. The Highland Swim team, Shirley Adams in 8. And North Ayrshire, Emma Binney in 9. Well, the fastest on paper, 9:21.69, our first. But on paper, that's different in the pool as it was in that last heat.
Yeah.
The winners in that one from lane 3. As it was in the previous one, the older age group. So do we say Falthouse are going to win this one in lane 3?
Well, I couldn't possibly call it. I think I've got it wrong a couple of times now with the relays. It'll be interesting to see what happens between City Glasgow D and C, because there's not much between them in entry.
No, there isn't. Yeah.
The D team could maybe leapfrog the C if they have a good set of swims. And they're locked together at the moment. 400s between them over the first half of the first leg. But going strongest in lane 5 is our Dumfries team. So Dumfries' Georgia Dickey.
Yeah, she'll go out pretty strongly. Winner of the 1500 free.
She's looking good just now, and it is the D team for City Glasgow in second, Lucy Nimmo. But there's not much in it.
No. Joint 4th at the turn, first in Falthouse. Dumfries, City Glasgow first, Falthouse and City Glasgow C team. Swim Estonian over on the other side in 6th place. Again, they're within striking distance as well, Stuart.
Yep, they are.
And Best just behind in 7th. So Dumfries got a good start, and Georgia Dickey, very solid swimmer. Well, Evan Watson will go in for them. She's freestyle. He's had it.
Good wee spurt to the finish there from Zuzia Smith in first there.
Yeah. So Dundee, Grace Payne. City Glasgow D, Madeline Patterson. Their C team, Thea Glenn. Falthouse, Macy Catty. First, Lisa McNair. Mull Irvin Watson, Dumfries. Best with Kira Pemble. Swim Estonian, Kira Anderson. Highland with Emily McDougall. North Ayrshire, Carla Young.
Molly in for Watson. Really good start here. Her leg and Dumfries.
Yeah,
So they move further ahead. Freestyle Glasgow D still in second.
yeah, freestyle Molly's strongest discipline. And maybe 200 is her limit. Finds it a wee bit hard over the longer distances. So but she's motoring at the moment.
Marlon Patterson for City Glasgow D there.
Yeah,
as well. She's pretty strong as well, and so I think she's
all very tight for the
ahead of the
very
team,
tight.
the C team.
Well, tight for third. City Glasgow's D team clear in second at the moment. The C team third, first or fourth. Althouse in fifth. I'm not going to see any puns on that one. And Best and West Lothian, Swim West Lothian, not all that much further back, sixth and seventh. So it's anybody's at the moment still. Old Dumfries are looking pretty strong, but we'll wait and see. Maybe the two fastest swimmers have gone out in the first two, and the other two will be there to hang on.
I think we've seen that happen before, haven't we? The fastest swimmers going out in the middle and being caught.
They're maybe thinking, let's encourage the other two. If we've got a lead, the other two will get that adrenaline and get in and swim really fast. Well, it's still Dumfries looking pretty good. Nice 8 metres or so clear. So Dundee with Darcy Reid, City Glasgow D, Ava Ross, Daisy McInnes for the C team, Rosie Heaps for Falthouse. First, Caitlin Frame will certainly bring them into the picture. Mirren Gibb for Dumfries. Best was Jessie Norris. Swim West Lothian, Molly Weir. Megan Mackay for the Highland Swim team in North Ayrshire. Zoe Matchett.
Yeah, first going to be making a move in this one.
So look for Caitlin Frame. He's been swimming pretty steadily. And, knocking on finals.
Mirren Gibbs a strong swimmer as well, this Dumfries girl. So that's going to be interesting.
Well, Dumfries 32.06 on that split. 31.66, 31.48, first and best. City Glasgow's two teams both sub 30, so they're making a move.
Still the D team that are ahead of the C team, Robert.
And Falthouse are 31, so still a lot to play for here, Stuart.
Yep. That is a very good battle in second at the moment between the C and D team. I don't think either of these want to lose.
C team's just probably gone ahead of them now.
Yep, just caught them.
Yeah.
But I think they're both maybe drawing in Dumfries a wee bit here.
Yeah, Dumfries will do well to hang on here. Dumfries are finding it pretty tough. And
Caitlin Frame as well was just moving past Jessie Norris at Best team. So, actually drawn level, maybe not quite moving past.
They're about level. Falthouse a wee bit further back in sixth. But at the moment, Dumfries hanging on there. That split 38 seconds. The two City Glasgow teams also on 38. They went out pretty strong to try and claw this back, and that's I think it's beginning to hurt for everyone. If anything, Best are maybe trying to get close to second here.
Jessie Norris, good response from her there for Best.
But it's been a bit of a struggle for all these teams down the final 50. Dumfries have done pretty well here to hang on with a reasonable advantage. So Dumfries will have Heather Keller, Dundee City Aquatic, Simone Finlayson, Olivia Caldwell for the D team, C team Alice Cumming, Falthouse Alexander Miller, Zoe Crawford for first, Best with Poppy Shaw, Natalie Moody for Swim West Lothian, Caitlin Urquhart, Island Swim Team, and North Ayrshire, Caelan Chan.
Look at this now.
First with Zoe Crawford.
Zoe Crawford is reeling in Dumfries here, and also look at the City of Glasgow teams.
Alice Cumming also making a wee move, but our money's on first here.
Although coming up strongly for City of Glasgow C team, Yep, Alice coming. Also outside Alice, Olivia Caldwell for the D team. She's not out of the picture. It's really getting bunched up now between 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it's going to be all to swim for over the last 100 metres here.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be about, well, the top 2 will be turning at the same time.
Dumfries first, City C and D. It's all very tight.
Zoe Crawford now
Zoe Crawford gets into first place. She's now just easing clear of Dumfries. The 2 City Glasgow swimmers have got a wee bit to find, but it's certainly a cracking race again on the final leg. Zoe Crawford, I think, is going to take this one for first.
Yeah, I think it'll be first heat this one. Battle on for second between Dumfries and the 2 City Glasgow teams. Still just Dumfries, but I think the momentum might be with City Glasgow C.
She's 2 seconds clear of City Glasgow C team, who may be the threat unless Dumfries can find something, which I'm pretty certain that's not going to happen. City Glasgow C and D might be vying for second, third place, but first I've got this one, Stuart, by quite a good margin.
Yeah, and Olivia Caldwell's not giving up here for second place either in City Glasgow D team. But yeah,
best flying as well.
First will take it.
Is,
we'll look at this finish over there in lane 7 from West Lothian.
West Lothian, and Best were flying at the end.
Natalie Moody,
yeah.
What a finish. So she came right through, blindsided us there, Robert, over lane 7.
9:22, 22. Very much on the entry time, 9:21.69 was what they were entered on, 9:22.32.
Yeah, exciting relay again.
Yeah, very exciting relay. And West Lothian from nowhere go a fraction faster than their entry time in third place.
See some of the big guns now in the final heat.
And just to let you know, there was a disqualification for technical infraction in lane number 8.
Okay, we move on to the final heat of this relay. So in lane 0, University of Aberdeen Performance, it will be Maria Howe, 1 more under Bath's Sarah Smith leading off, 2 City of Glasgow's Freya Beaton, and City of Glasgow B team, 3 Stirling Swims A team, Coco Croxford, 4 Warren de Bath A, and that's Rosie Foster. City of Glasgow A team, Heidi Wren in 5, East Lothian A team, Zara Kravich leading off there, South Lanarkshire A in 7, Addison Cole, Archibald Lothian in 8, Leila Weatherspoon and in 9 Carnegie, and it's Ann Innes who will start off for them. I think this will be a great relay contest.
Might be silver medal that might give us the excitement. Maybe Warren, I think on paper probably are the strongest team.
Yeah, they've got a very
and maybe Stirling could outdo City Glasgow for the silver.
Let's start from Heart of Midlothian, Leila Weatherspoon.
And no surprise, Zara Kravis is also off very strongly. They should be very prominent in the early stages, but whether they've got enough in the tank to get them in medal contention, Zara Kravis will probably want to give them as big a lead as she can.
Yep.
So at the moment it's East Lothian, possibly lane 3, Stirling with Coco Croxford, and
good.
Heidi Wren, City Glasgow with, as you say, Leila Weatherspoon from Hearts, and one they're just biding their time at the moment.
Yeah, good start. Zara Kravich, East Lothian.
We've got 4 solid swimmers: Rosie Foster, Kiana Kurtza, Ashley Drake, and Phoebe Abercrombie to finish the job for them. But, Zara Kravis is having to go out very strongly to give her team a wee chance, and that's all you can ask for.
Coco Croxford looking very good at the moment as well for Stirling. So
yeah, both these girls are having great meets. Coco's wide variety of events, as has Zara.
Rosie Foster just in third there for Warren. Heidi Wren hanging on for City of Glasgow. So yeah, still pretty open, but Zara Kravitz has given East Lothian a very good start. As you said, Robert, she probably needs to do that for them to have a chance in this relay.
At the moment, City Glasgow a long way behind Stirling for what I'm predicting is the contest for silver and bronze.
Yep. So in second, swimmers, University of Aberdeen Performance, Jessica Kirkwood, Wanda Bass, May Rogers, City Glasgow B, Rosie Liston, Stirling Swim, Perry Scobie, Wanda Bass A, Kiana Kurtzit, City of Glasgow A, Safrina Machin, East Lothian, Lucy Hall, South Lanarkshire, Melissa Meny, Heart of Midlothian, Emily Neal, and Carnegie's Hannah Anderson. So yep, still East Lothian in the lead. So it's Lucy Hall, 14-year-old.
Yeah, and I expect Wanda now to come through and be second at halfway. I think they'll go past Perry Scobie, who's doing a reasonable job for Stirling to keep them as far clear of City Glasgow in lane 5.
Kiana Kurtzit, he is making up some ground here. Perry Scobie just about holding her off. In second place. So Perry, possibly more of a breaststroker, but she's not a slouch in the freestyle. Yep. East Lothian still in the lead. She's doing a good job out there. Lucy Hall. But coming into second place now, it's Wanda Bass.
Safrina Machin making a wee bit of inroads into that lead that Stirling have in third place at the moment, but East Lothian still at the head of affairs. As I say, Wanda Bass closing with every 50, and you kind of think that they'll be about level pegging the two teams when we get to the halfway mark.
Good bit of pool opened up between Stirling and City of Glasgow now.
Yeah, so City of Glasgow making a wee bit more inroads into Stirling, and they'll need to make bigger inroads if they're going to have a chance of getting a silver. City of Glasgow in the next leg. Well, it's still East Lothian, just so we'll give you the swimmers in the third leg. Aberdeen Performance A, Madison Stewart, Warder B, Naomi Wilson, City Glasgow B, Emily Dickens. Stirling, Eva Gordon, Warder, Ashley Drake, City Glasgow, Ellie Kennedy, East Lothian, Helen Stoddart, South Lanarkshire, Emma McGavin, Hearts with Ola McInnes and Carnegie, Katie Wells.
Still East Lothian and Wander neck and neck here. Good start there actually by East Lothian. So it's Helen Stoddart, she's a good still swimmer.
Yeah, she'll go out very strongly and try and keep this going.
Ashley Drake though as well, so yeah, this will be interesting.
Yeah, in fact there's still a long gap. East Lothian, I'm surprised that they managed to hold this together, and they're still well clear in second place. It's a big ask for Stirling and City Glasgow to claw that East Lothian lead back, but we'll wait and see what happens in the second leg if Helen can keep this going. This is where the favourites for this are really going to storm through now.
Eva Gordon Stirling there.
Yeah, well, a 34 for East Lothian, a 34 for both Stirling and City Glasgow. They've not really made very much inroads.
Nope.
They've got to make a bit of a move to give both their final leg half a chance, but there's a big gap of around 7 seconds between second and third.
Ellie Kennedy, she's making a move now. She'd had a good kick off the turn there, City Glasgow. So in lane 5, she's making up a bit of pull now in East Lothian. So she's possibly not left it too late, but she'll have to keep going at that rate. The final swimmer for City Glasgow, Caris Mooney.
Yeah.
So she's going to have to go some to make up the top two teams.
Yeah, East Lothian 35.57, City Glasgow 35.75, and Stirling 36.40. Well, this is maybe looking good for East Lothian. They might even get the silver here. they've done really well, Stuart. They've passed even more than I suspected. The other two teams behind them have an awful lot to do, but Stirling have got Susie McNair, and if anybody could pull something out of the death, Susie might.
Well, Phoebe Arbuckle, you fear she will not be caught.
Phoebe Arbuckle has this wrapped up pretty solidly, but we'll keep an eye on what's happening behind us. East Lothian.
East Lothian. Yeah, we have Tegan Black,
Fraser, Alice Perry, Caris Mooney for Aberdeen, Warner C and City Glasgow. Susie McNair, Stirling, Warner, Phoebe Arbuckle, Louise Connell, City Glasgow, East Lothian, Tegan Black, South Lanarkshire, Evie Mackey, Lucy Atherton for Hearts, Carnegie, Gemma Brown.
Well, look at this. Tegan Black is going very well here for East Lothian, and she's making up a bit of ground, I would say, in Phoebe Arbuckle. Unless my eyes are deceiving me.
Well, it's good to have Tegan Black as your anchor leg for East Lothian.
But look at Susie McNair coming through.
Susie McNair is making a move, but she's a heck of a lot to do. Susie McNair, 32. She's picked up a second, but she's got to pick up over 4 seconds. Well, it will be a miracle if she can do that. She's got bronze, certainly for Stirling. I don't see City Glasgow getting anywhere near Susie McNair for that bronze. Louise Connell.
Phoebe Arbuckle
has this well wrapped up. It's a question of, can Susie McNair finish strongly? This is looking much good, much more promising for East Lothian now. Off the turn, East Lothian 35 and Stirling with a 30, well, just a sub 35. This is cut and dry. East Lothian are going to take silver and Stirling are going to take bronze. Our winners, as we suspected, are Warner Bass, Phoebe Arbuckle, bringing them home pretty comfortably, and he finished 8:51.75. Great swim from Zara Kravitz to put East Lothian into the ballpark at the beginning, and they take silver from Stirling in third place. And East Lothian take a best part of 10 seconds, so that you really got to give it to two girls in the middle, Lucy Hall and Helen Stoddart, that kept East Lothian in the mix, and they finished second.
So well done. Excelled themselves there, Robert. You know, they've really stepped up to the plate to secure that fairly comfortable second position.
It was a second, Stirling virtually on their entry time, Warner a little bit slower, but that's what happens. Really, is you get that adrenaline and that really strong start from Zara Kravitz. Put down a marker, which helped the other two girls in the team in the middle just push on, and I think they wanted it. They really did want that. Something of a colour, be it silver or bronze.
Just a wee news of a disqualification there, unfortunately for City of Glasgow. Technical infraction there.
Yeah, line 3 technical infraction, as you say.
So that concludes our event. So we'll have some medals now, Robert.
Yeah. Hardly had time to catch breath, but that's been the way throughout the whole 5 days so far.
Presenting the medals this morning will be Alan Fletcher, former president of SASA.
So we've got Alan Fletcher stepping forward to present these medals, and it's the 800 freestyle for the boys.
Yeah, former SASA president, and nice to see Alan here. Ewan Weir, Dundee City Aquatics, is the bronze medalist in the 50-year-old category. South Lanarkshire's Thomas Traynor is a bronze medalist in the 16-year-old category, and in the 17-18-year-old category for Perth City is Finn Drysdale.
Silver medal winner for the 15-year-olds.
In the 15-year-old category, the silver medalist from Midlothian, Toby Bullock.
Silver medal winner for the 16-year-olds.
In the 16-year-old category from Geary is James Brody. And in the 17-18-year-old category, just getting there at the death, South Lanarkshire's Scott Fleming.
Oh, it's very popular, silver medalist. You'll be delighted with that. What a finish that was. It was a great finish.
Yeah, really chuffed Scott to get that. Really nice lad. Gold medalist from Geary in the 15-year-old age group. Scottish national champion is Oscar Chirnside. In the 16-year-old category, our gold medalist, Scottish national age group champion from the Wonder Bass Club, James Burnett. A good swim from James.
Yeah, great swim.
And another solid swim. Our Scottish national age group champion in the 17-18-year-old age group from East Lothian swim team, Luke Hornsey.
Yeah, again, Luke having a fantastic week.
Yeah.
So great to see all the boys together there, smiling for the cameras. They all look happy.
Yeah, certainly are. And get the feeling that Toby Bullock from Midlothian, the 1-3 from the far side there, really chuffed. I don't think he expected to be on the podium, and nice that to be the case.
Showed you from these earlier heats, you can, put in a good performance, you can get up there.
Getting a silver medal probably surpassed his expectations, so well done. So it's the 17 and over medley presentation now.
This is the one that foxed us, Robert.
Yeah,
we called it too early.
We got a wee bit ahead of ourselves. So University of Aberdeen performance. Their team bronze medalists are Mira Mishenko, Gaia Alcaraz, Kaylin Hall, Mary Wood.
And Marie Wood.
And they went out very strongly, didn't they? And still got that medal, so good achievement.
Silver medal from University of Stirling. There, Florence Tinsley, Lauren Bradley Holt, Elena Morgan, and Vicky Russell.
Elena Morgan.
Just run out of steam, both these teams, in the last 30 metres.
Yeah. They've got a lot of fantastic freestyle swimmers at the University of Stirling, so they've probably got a whole raft of to choose from. So they've got into silver position, and now it's our gold medalists from the city of Glasgow.
Yes, our national champions are the City of Glasgow team. They are Amy Shields, Ella Stevenson, Stella McCarty, and Drew McKenzie.
Yeah, what a finish that was. Coming right through from third place to take the gold medal in the final leg. And they'll be delighted with that. So well done to all the girls there. Proud City of Glasgow coach there.
Yeah.
Danielle. So
So our last set of presentations, probably just recovered. Oh, I think somebody's managed to get part of the Rara skirts from Geary. Nice to see that, Stirling.
Yep. A bit of fancy dress going on.
Yeah, a wee bit. Yeah, all good fun.
Why not?
Yeah. So the Stirling team are our bronze medalists this year in the 14-16-year-old 4x200 freestyle relay. They are Coca Croxford, Perry Scobie, Eva Gordon, and Susie McNair.
Is that a wee beard painted in Perry's face?
Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah.
Susie playing a part there to
Coca
get third.
Croxford with a wee bit black at the bottom.
Yeah.
Silver medalists are the East Lothian swim team. Well done to East Lothian getting a silver.
Well, only took a chunk off their entry.
Cracking swims from them. They are Zara Travis, Lucy Hall, Helen Stoddart, and Tegan Black.
We've seen a lot more of these girls over the next few years at Snags, I would suspect.
Two of them at just 14. Lucy and Zara. Well, the gold medalists and our Scottish National Age Group champions, another wee bit beard I think on one of them, are the Warner Bass Club team. Well done to them. They are Rosie Foster, Kiana Kirtza, Ashley Drake, and Phoebe Arbuckle.
Ashley Drake there looking nice. So she's got a moustache and a beard.
Yeah, looking good.
Even top to Stirling girl there. So well done to all the relay medalists.
So that's us done and dusted for the morning. We're back here. Coverage, as you see, starts this afternoon. So from Stuart Stevenson, myself, Robert Taylor, thanks for joining us for session 13. We'll see you later on for session 14, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.